And that water is clear. So what's up? I was trying to look down and see how clear that water is, and that water is really clear. I can see. Hopefully everyone's having a good morning. We're not going to stay on this dock too long. We're going to move to another spot. I don't know how well this worm's going to work today. I did bring chatterbait with me. Cloudy. It rained all night yesterday, all day yesterday, all night. So we'll see what happens as far as these fish go today. It's just still a lot of grass out here. I haven't had a good luck at this spot where I'm at right now. Until I get over from the other point over there. Man, get up out of here with that mess. Maybe I can't get to the button fast enough. They gone. Appreciate the likes, y'all. They gone. Hopefully they don't come back. You know, they come back and I'll do it again. You know, first live I've done out here in weeks. First thing I see. Appreciate the likes, y'all. What's up, Old Faithless? How's it going? I got your message this morning too. I just haven't got to it yet, but I will do as soon as I get time. How's it going, Chuck? Thank you, appreciate it. You also. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. I mean, I know it's Halloween and all that awesome stuff for the kids. Me, I don't get into Halloween that much anymore. After I stopped being able to go out and get candy, it stopped being fun. So I don't do the whole Halloween thing anymore. I am fishing for bass this morning. Yep. Yeah, you enjoy yours also. God bless and be safe and everything. Yeah, but yeah, I'm fishing for some bass this morning. There's a turtle. Snakes are out pretty good too. This morning. And y'all are always more than welcome to connect with one another if you would like to do so. I have no problem with that at all. I'm going to come down. Hope I've seen a swirl over there. We'll see if anything reacts and bites to it here in a minute. I didn't see the swirl until after I cast. But the pond is like really, really low. As you can tell, it's like 7 to 8 foot low maybe. And I can see the bottom, so the grass is left the sides because it's that time of year to where I can start running crankbaits. But guess what I didn't bring today because I'm fishing tomorrow. And I'm using Tequila Sunrise curly tail, also made by Barkley. I'm going to use it. We're going to go down here to this. Like I said, I'm not going to stay in one place too long today. You'll see how low this pond really is. You're going to get some vibration. Oh, if I can get my butt down there. All right. Like I said, this pond is like really low and it rained last night, so everything's slick, wet, and muddy. But we'll try it anyway. So hopefully what is everyone's plans for today? Everybody working, going to school, going and getting candy later. Halloween parties going on. I'm staying at home, I think. Hard to determine right now. But we're going to slow fish it with the worm again this morning, and I may throw something else. I think I have one crankbait with me, and I don't want to lose it. If I lose it and they're biting on the crankbait, it's going to kind of upset me a little bit. But we'll see. Yes, it is. Now, this one's not in my backyard. This is actually the work pond. It's like 3 miles from my house. But I am the only one that fishes it. Literally, no one else comes out here to fish. For whatever reason, I don't know. But I mean, I do. I mean, if you've got that chance, that opportunity to do so, then why not do it? Yeah, it is still lucky. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've caught some big fish out of here. I've caught 5 pound, 4 pound, 7.5. All kinds from different sizes, small to big, out of this pond. Small to big. Now, there's a point over, because this is a fairly big pond. This is just a tip of it. But once we get over to the other point, which there's a fish. There's the first one for today. The small one, but hey, like I said, a fish is a fish is a fish, right? I couldn't even tell that he had bit, actually. Okay, now what's the problem? Let's look in here and see now. I'll show you. Okay. I'm not going to weigh him because he's not even going to make the scale move, but that's an itty bitty one. First one for today. We'll hurry up and get him back in the water. Oh, crap. Am I going to have to walk out in that mud? Nope, there he goes. I may have to walk out in that mud and nope, I'm waiting. There he goes, he got it. I kind of threw him short. Oops. Well, that was kind of a short throw. And he didn't make it into the water, he made it into the mud. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. But yeah, he made it into the mud and not the water. Oops, my bad. So that's the first one for today. Appreciate the follows, y'all. My fishing season's probably gonna be over here before long, to tell you the truth. Once winter kicks in and the snow and ice gets here, I'll be done for the year, which sucks, but it is what it is. Idaho this morning. Appreciate you coming in. I'll see you down there. Appreciate your good luck. Oh, that was kind of a rough cast. If there was anything there, I probably scared it off. 98 likes, 39 people in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming in this morning. I did not sleep at all last night because I was thinking about fishing. And sometimes I'm on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or so much that you get some of the, crazy songs stuck in your head or something like that. So I'm laying there in bed last night, waiting to go fishing this morning, hearing some of the craziest TikTok music in my head as I was trying to go to sleep. I'm like, man, I can't sleep for nothing. But morning got here and we got it done. Long Beach, California, what's up? I see you down there. Appreciate you coming in. I am in southern Illinois. You're all the way over on the west coast. I'm pretty much in the middle of the state. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the likes, y'all. I'm getting ready to move on around this pond. I haven't fished that side over there at all this year. I may go over there and try it. But I've been coming around the corner of the dock, and I know I'm fishing this way too fast. Around the corner of the dock and fishing off to my right. I think we're going to try the other side today. Just have to wait and See what happens. Amy, how's it going, Amy? Thanks for the likes. Appreciate you, Amy. Coming in and throwing the likes up. I see y'all down there. But, okay. We're getting ready to move to a different spot. And usually after 5 or 6 casts in one spot, if I haven't gotten a bite, especially this one, I'm moving to the next spot. Well, we'll do one more cast here. Right along where that tree used to be. I just have a good feeling about that spot, but nothing's reacting or biting on it. It's kind of weird. But I know that they're there. Well, at least I think they are. Where they are or not, I don't know. And this is the first time, which is sprinkling a little bit right now, but I don't care about that. Anyway, this is the first time in like weeks that I've came out and went fishing and not had to worry about the wind. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Okay, we'll just go off to the left because it is sprinkling a little bit. That way, if it starts pouring down raining, we can get out of here fairly quickly. But like I said, you can really see the pond from here. This is a big work pond. Once I get to that point over there where my rod's at, and I should start doing a little bit better with this worm. I've caught 70 fish out of here since Labor Day. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of fishing in the summer. I laid low out of the heat, set in the air conditioner and all that good stuff throughout the summer. And then once it started cooling off, I started fishing again. But yeah, it's raining, which I don't care about the rain. If there's no thunder or lightning, I'm good. Rain, I can deal with rain. As long as the fish are biting. I appreciate the follow. Thank y'all for coming in. Hanging out with me this morning. One fish on the screen already. A little bitty dinker, but hey, a fish is a fish. Just going through that grass right now. Now this is, let's see something. I'm just seeing a big swirl over there, but I don't know if we can get anything to react. We're going to try. We're going to try our best. Nope, I thought it was, but nope, that's grass. I probably just scared whatever was in there out. But I don't know what I'm going to do tonight for Halloween. I know that I'm going to have some kids. We just moved into a new apartment. Me and my wife and my daughter did. Just moved into a new apartment like 3 weeks ago or so. Anyway, I don't know how many kids are going to be coming through to get candy and all that awesome stuff tonight, because where we used to live, we didn't get any kids coming to get any candy. So me and my wife are going to have to go to the store and get the last minute, hopefully, Halloween candy. If there's going to be any left. There may not be any left tonight. By the time it's time to get it, there goes a turtle. Y'all missed it, but there's a turtle down there. Yeah, it's not really bad out today. I mean, it's a little chilly, misting. I'd probably be doing a little bit better with this worm if the sun was shining. But this is my go-to bait until tomorrow. Tomorrow I start throwing crankbaits. Yep, I have a date that I start throwing crankbaits, November 1st. Thanks for the follows, appreciate it. But yeah, November 1st is always when I start throwing my crankbaits here. That's when the water's gotten pretty much cooled off. Fairly good enough for me to start throwing them. Because as you can see, this pond, well, you can't see it, but this pond's really grassy on the bottom. And I can rip the crankbaits through there. If I have like a 10-pound line one, I can rip crankbaits through here all day long and be fine. But I really don't like, oh, I missed him. Missed that fish. Run my mouth too much. I do that sometimes. See if it's really raining now. It's raining now. So if I miss a comment on the screen, that's probably because a raindrop got on there and I missed it. But because it is raining. Surprised my wife hasn't called yet and said, "Are you still out there fishing in the rain?" Well, yeah. As long as there's no thunder or lightning, I have no problem doing it. Now, if it becomes a heavier downpour, maybe not as much. But right now, it's nice out. Well, I mean, it's not nice out, but the rain's not that bad. One fish on the board. I just missed one a second ago, which sucked. Man, it was like, what the heck? He just bit way over on that point over there. Like I said, once I get over to that deeper water, which is right about where that point's at in front of me right there, that's where the fish are going to start biting that a little bit better down that bank. I think. I could be wrong. Well, I could be wrong for today, that's for sure. And hopefully I don't fall and bust my butt. Usually, the last 2 or 3 live streams I've done out here on TikTok, not in this certain spot right here, but in other spots way across where the sandbar is at, I have literally fell and busted my butt on TikTok, where everybody can see, but that's okay. That's what makes it real, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the follows, appreciate the comments. Any advice. I didn't bring a lot of baits with me today either. You know what? I didn't even bring a red shad curly tail with me. I stuck with tequila sunrise color today is what I did. Hopefully the sun will come out a little bit, but I don't think it's going to. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it down there. I see y'all. Down here, I'm trying. Raindrops on it right now, so kind of hard for me to see names, but I can't see when someone follows me. So, and then like I said, I know that the subscription button is up there, but I'm not completely ready to start doing that yet. That's something for 2023 once I get to it and get it done. So we'll start those in 2023. That's gonna in that fishing season, because this season's almost over for me. In about another 2 months, month maybe, I'll be done for the year. And I would have, when I do finish, unless I catch some more today, then I would have finished off with 132 fish for the year. And that's only because I stopped for the winter. When it's 112, 115 degrees outside, you're not going to catch me out here. It's just way too hot. I know some people suffer through it. Not this boy. I did when I was younger. The heat and stuff didn't bother me. So I would suffer through it and fish when it was 110, 112 degrees outside, with the humidity. And now, nope. Not that I can't, I just won't. But yep, I didn't think it was going to rain. That's a fish. Oh, we got off. That's the second one I've missed today. It's the second one I've missed. Why did I miss? I think he short shrugged me. Yep. No? Bit the hook. He must have spit it or something. That's the second one I've missed in 10, 15 minutes. Feels like, may not be 10, 15 minutes, but feels like it to me. Yeah, it's a pond. This pond is, from what the landowners and neighbors tell me, is 42 foot deep. I have not been out in a boat or anything to measure the depth of this water, but maybe one day. But it goes up, around, of course you can see, and then into the back. But yeah, I know, I've seen it. I got busy talking is what I did, and I felt it thump, and didn't realize that I didn't set the hook. That's the second one I've missed today too. So yeah, 42 foot deep. He's over there. Okay, we have a burn ban right now, okay? And it's raining. It's raining today, okay? Misting. I missed another one. What is going on? Now, that was not my fault. That one reacted on a bit on the fall. And he didn't even get the hook. Short striking along that bank today. Maybe a bunch of little ones. But we have a burn ban where I'm at right now. And like I said earlier, it's misting, which doesn't lift the burn ban. And that guy is over there burning leaves. Hope nobody reports him. Sorry. There's nothing to be sorry for. Not at all. It happens. We miss them. We catch them. Catch them, miss them. But yeah, he's over there burning leaves. Not supposed to be doing that today. Because it's so dry. You can probably see how dry the ground is. And he definitely is not supposed to be doing that right now. And I have a feeling he was the guy that done it yesterday while I was at work too, because I work in the building that's behind me. And I seen smoke and I smelled leaves burning, but I couldn't figure out where it was at. And now I realized that's where it's at. He's over there burning leaves during the damn burn ban. Not very smart. And here comes the sirens. Let's see if they're going after him. I hear them in the background behind me. That sounds like more like an ambulance. Could be a fire truck. One fish so far today, which was kind of one fish down, missed two. And we're just going to keep fishing. Now, I may not fish over there next to where he's at, because I ain't trying to get in trouble, which I won't. But there's the owner of the pond. She just pulled into work. Which, like I said, I am really the only one that's fished this pond this year. Everybody sees it, looks at it, and says, I'm going to go fishing. And then I don't think they ever do. And I'm right next to the highway too, which I'm hoping. Oh, what the heck? That couldn't have been a fish. If that's a fish, then he really messed me up on that one. I'm pretty sure that was my imagination. If not, well, I will be going back and watching this myself. I try to go back and watch all my live streams myself to see where I've missed and what I may have messed up on. So I always suffer myself to go back through and watch my stuff. I hear sirens. Oh, I was gonna let the other coworker know that the guy's over there burning leaves just in case something happened. Who is that leaving? Oh, I don't know who that is. Never mind. I don't know who that is leaving, so won't be doing that. We're gonna move around this corner here in a second. I just wanted to fish this shallower water first. Once we get on the other side of that point over there, it's a little bit deeper. And this pond wraps on around the bend there. We're going to try to fish as much of it as we can today without getting soaking wet. I don't know how that's going to work for us, but we're going to try. It's a little bit chilly out here. Well, yeah, sorry, I keep turning because I was trying to wait until somebody came out from where I worked at, and I was going to let them know. Bank's just a little bit steep. Okay. See what happens. This pond is shallow. Man, it's shallow. Hello, how you doing? I'm fishing in Southern Illinois in my work pond. Southern Illinois in the work pond. I work in the building behind me. Of course, I'm not able to show that building this close up. I can show a little bit further away. But because of confidentiality and all that stuff with work, I can't show the building this close. Columbus, Ohio. That's cool. Appreciate you. We caught one fish this morning, probably 8 inches, if even that. But it rained all night long, all day yesterday. So the barometric pressure and all that stuff is up. And I'm trying not to bust my butt on this wet grass as I attempt to fish where these trees used to be. And you can kind of see south of Effingham. Yeah, so am I. I'm on a very southern tip. I'm 45 minutes from Carbondale, and an hour or so from Missouri, depending on how fast you drive. Yep, I'm on the southern tip. Yeah, I'm way south of Effingham. I don't even know how far it is, to tell you the truth. I'd have to look it up. Why can I hear you, but picture went black? Probably the Wi-Fi connected to the phone. Probably the building. Is it still black? Shouldn't be. If it is, then we've got issues. There's a fish. Oh, we got off. What the hell? Okay, I'm just going to start snutting the hook in these suckers. If it breaks off, it breaks off, because that was heavy. And they're short striking the end of the worm is what they're doing. That's the third one I've missed in this spot, and that one's a little heavy. It's still black. Huh. Is it black for anyone else? No. All right, well, I can take care of that problem. I kind of figured so, but I know that none of my moderators are in here yet. One of my moderators lives in Canada and another one in Texas, and I don't think either one of them are awake yet. So I need to set up some more moderators that can kind of watch my chat a little bit more. So that problem is gone. Appreciate you coming in, stop hanging out, saying hello, giving me the views. That sounds so much to be an ass, but it is what it is. California is good. Good. Appreciate y'all coming in. You know. So I've missed 3 fish already, which is, they've got to be short striking that tail, and I'm throwing right up against the bank over there on that other side as we slowly, as I'm moving around. But I've missed 3, and that last one felt like he had some weight. I hooked it, and I know what happened. He spit the hook, and that sucked because he felt heavy, or she, either one. He, she, it, fish. Just start saying fish because I don't know if it's a he, she, or what. But seeing this point they're still in shallow water too. So this water right here where I'm at may be pointless to fish it right now, you would think, but all that bass needs is enough water to cover his back. I caught one this morning. They haven't stopped yet on them. Not where I'm at. They may have slowed down, but the water's still a little bit warm. It hasn't dropped down into the 60s yet. So instead of that water drops down to like 70 or somewhere in there, I'm going to keep fishing because it got hot this summer. And I've done missed 3 fish. So that were my fault. But yeah, they could have slowed down, and I missed them on this point, so we'll fish around. I am catching largemouth. I almost had smallmouth. Catching largemouth today. I caught one. It was a little bitty, about 8 inches. And then I missed 3 within a 30-minute period, I think. But in this pond, you know, fishing a pond, your best bait's going to be a worm or a crawdad. I'm telling you. I'm fishing a pond this morning. Let me get around this bank. Oh, goodness. This thing is steep, as you can see. And we'll walk down the other side. Damn. And do it again. Now, I don't know if we're going to continue to walk this side and fish or if we'll go over to the other side. We have to wait and see. But we'll cast right there in the middle. Yeah, see, we're still, well, I mean, out here it is, but that water's not cooled off yet. That sun will come out and warm this water back up. And those fish will go right back to the bottom. I said I've missed 3 off bottom earlier. Wacky rig with the Senko, yep. I just haven't pulled all that stuff out. I've got it. I just haven't pulled it out yet. And there's a reason. I wanted to see, well, tomorrow I'll start using crankbaits. I have a set time on when I start using everything. Like tomorrow I start running my crankbaits. And stuff like that at this pond. Crankbaits and all that. And then after that, my season will be done. But yeah, I have certain days that I will start doing stuff like that. Wacky rig with the Senko. Yep. Well, I brought some with me. If I have time today, because you never know, I will bring out the wacky rig. I also have a chatterbait with me. No bladed jig. There's a fish. Oh, see, there's my problem. They're biting it on the rise where I'm lifting up, and I don't film until it's too late because I think it's grass. So I'm just gonna start slinging this hook. That's the 4th fish I've missed today. That is insane. But I know why with that one. I know why I missed that one. That was, once again, my fault. Because there's grass on the bottom of this pond. And lifting it up, and then out of that grass, those fish are just reacting to it coming out. I should have put a crawfish, or a crawdad on here is what I should have done. Appreciate you. Thanks. I'll get you back, and whenever the live is over, I'll get you back. Appreciate your gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. See, like right there, I was hung up on that grass. But yeah, that's the 4th fish I've missed. Not on their side of air, but mine. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I also have a 15-pound backpack one, so that kind of slows me up a little bit. Oh, I will. If I don't do it today, then I'll do it tomorrow. I don't like to have a whole lot of downtime when I'm fishing. And what I mean by downtime is I don't like to change baits and all that stuff. While I'm fishing, I like to get everything set up and ready to go while I am here. That way I can just fish it. But I also know that things happen. I'll show you what I'm using. That's what I've got set up right now. And I've caught 73 fish off this bait, like since Labor Day. So that's one reason I haven't came off of it yet. And But I will. Tomorrow's a whole new beginning of a month. Appreciate the follow. Yep, Tequila Sunrise. 7-inch. 7-inch Tequila Sunrise. I was doing 4-inch and they were tearing it up last week. But now that it stopped raining, hopefully the clouds will move up out of here. And then we'll have some fun with it. But well, as long as I can put a hook in their mouth. I've missed 4 already today, which is insane. And like I said, it's not their fault. They've done what they were supposed to do. I just didn't set the hook. Hey, brother, how you like? I do like it. This was, I was about to say, this is the first bait caster I ever threw, but that'd been a lie. This is the second bait caster I ever threw in my life. I just learned how to throw a bait caster last year, to tell you the truth. I've been bass fishing for 11 years, and last year was the first year I ever threw a bait caster. But I like it. The Black Max combo is really good. Especially, this is my worming rod. I have a Shakespeare Excursion in the car that I use for bladed jigs, and stuff like that. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, I like it. I love, and one thing is once I've started to worm fish and to use a lot of soft plastics. See that? I don't know if you've seen it or not, but bass just moved off that tree stump. Just moved off the back of that stump. I got that real. I love it. It's a 6.6. 6.6 or a 6.2. While I'm thinking and looking, it's a 6.6. I've got one that's a 6.2, and then I have one that's a 7 foot. My 7 foot is my. What do I use the 7 for? I can't remember right now. It's too early. But I seen that bass come off the back of that tree stump, or a fish. I don't know if it was a bass until it's in my hand. I've caught one bass that was probably around 8 inches long. I didn't measure, or I didn't weigh him. I usually weigh all my bass and then throw them back. This time of year, now in the spring, after they spawn out, I will keep some of them under 2 pounds. Anything under 2 pounds is what I keep. Anything over 2 pounds, I always throw back. But I've caught one today about 8 inches. Yeah, I've got. Oh, there was another bite. Or that it was grass. See, when I'm getting hung up in that grass. Yeah, I've got some. I brought some with me just for that reason. I think I have watermelon red flake. Well, it's a stick bait. I mean, I can use it as a wacky rig. And I'll go weightless with that. But with the weightless wacky rigs and stuff, you have to have a lot of salt in them. Oh, what the heck? That was grass. I know it was. You have to have a lot of salt in them so that they'll fall a little bit faster. Once it overcast like this, it rained all night. And the clouds haven't moved out yet. But yeah, when it's overcast like this, I brought green with me just for that purpose. But I always like to start with this one. I like to, doesn't mean I'm going to end with this one, but I always like to start with this one. And you can see how low the pond is like that too. It's really low. Really low. I'm still fishing the shallow side of it. Once I get over to the tip and start down the right side, it's going to be a little bit deeper because there's a drop off. There goes another 2 or 3 bass out from that pond. I'll stop right there. Let's see if those bass will bite that just came off that side. They're probably the ones that were biting on the other side whenever I was casting and bringing it to them, or away from them, and missed them. Those are probably the ones I missed. They decided they were going to go lay up on the bank and try to eat something else. Somebody's trash blew out here. Maybe in work, I don't know. But yeah, I've got a green watermelon red flake, I think, in my bag. Or I did have. And actually, tell you the truth, I had one tied on. And I changed my mind. Because I thought the sun was going to be out a little bit better once I got out here. I didn't know it was going to rain. But crap happens. And I got I've got frogs with me too, but I'm not throwing a frog today. There's no way. Fish that side from this side. Oh yeah, I already know. Wacky rig at Weightless. I was having some custom made baits, or some baits custom made just for that, and I can't remember who was doing them now, but they would add just a little bit more salt to them for my wacky rig so they'd fall a little bit faster and stay down. But I would always ask for extra salt, like when you're at the dinner table and mashed potatoes or something. I need extra salt. And I went through them quick. And I mean really quick. So we caught one this morning, even though it may not feel like it or look like it. We have caught one that was like 8 inches, maybe smaller. Hell, it could have been 6 inches. Over there along that dock. Actually on the other side of it where them bigger fish usually hang out at. But not today. They've hung out over on this side where I'm at now. And I missed 3 of them. Right along the bank of that point right there, probably within 15 minutes of each other. So we'll see what happens here in a little bit, because I'm getting ready to switch over. I like to try to fish. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I couldn't pass that one up. I seen that, but I don't know if anything's gonna. Yep, there he is. Let's see what happens. Come on out there. You feel heavy. I don't know if you're heavy or not, but I seen him swirl. And I don't know. There's another small one. Maybe smaller than the last. Foul hooked him dead in the gill. That's why it felt heavy. Sure did, man. Well, foul hooked him bigger than crap. Oh no, let me see. Don't do that. You'll get a hook in me that way. Open up. So I can get a good hold of you. There we go. Okay. Another little one. So I foul hooked him in the gill, but that's number 2 for today. I seen him swirl over there, and I thought it was a little bit bigger, and it may have been. The bigger one may have took off. But I wanted to try and see. Yep, Tequila Sunrise, 7-inch. That's what I've been using for the past, ever since a week right before Labor Day. That's what I've been using. And I've caught like 70 fish off of it. Within that time period, a weekend before Labor Day, I started using it, and I've not stopped using it since. Yeah, it is mine too. That and red shad. Red shad works really good. And okay, so I have 3 that I use here. 4. For this pond, I will use a red shad curly tail, Tequila Sunrise curly tail, green pumpkin. Okay, 4 or 5, I can't remember. Green pumpkin, chartreuse. Okay, I'll lie. There's 6 or 7 that I'll use at this pond. And the main ones that work really good for me are tequila sunrise and red shad. When I started fishing this pond 8 years ago, it was motor oil. I've got a motor oil in my bag. Motor oil with a fluorescent tip. Works really good at this pond. If I don't use it today, then I will definitely use it tomorrow, because I'm fishing tomorrow too. Monday and Tuesdays are my days off, and my wife works midnights. So while I'm fishing, she's resting, and then whenever I get home, we're gonna go. She wants to go and do some hiking. I said, not quite yet. The snakes are still like extremely bad, moving and getting ready to hibernate and all that good stuff. So I told her we'll go and take some pictures somewhere or something. And it made her happy enough that I didn't have to worry about nothing else. A white wacky rig. Say that 3 times fast. Yes, I have. White, red, green. Oh, no, that was grass. That was not fish. White, red, green, and I think that's the only colors. Oh, pumpkin. Oh, no, not pumpkin. Sorry, sweet potato. Sweet tater. Sweet tater looks is really good too on a wacky rig. See how shallow this pond is? It's like insane. And the water, actually, that's how clear that water is right now. And that's where we're fishing through as slowly as I possibly can. Caught 2, missed 3 or 4. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to start fishing the deeper water. Yeah, and I brought a chatterbait with me, so I've got some top waters in my bag, and I've got a chatterbait on the rod in the other car. Or in the other car, dear Lord, in the car. The reason I don't carry all that stuff with me is because I have to pick it up and put it down, pick it up and put it down. So I don't carry all that with me. If I decide to use it, I'll go back to the car and grab it and put this one up. But yeah, I know some people carry 2 or 3 rods with them. Only because I don't like to pick them up and put them down, pick them up, put them down, especially when I'm wearing chest cam, because then you see the ground and you don't. And it's just not any fun for you guys. I mean, it's fun for me either way, because I'm fishing, y'all are watching. So I wouldn't want anyone to have to keep picking up the rods and putting them down either. But I mean, I've done it, and I just didn't like doing it that way. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. But yep, there's some ducks over there this morning. I don't know where all the geese went. There was geese here 3 or 4 weeks ago. There were a lot of geese here, and they took off. Usually they don't take off that soon. They'll stay for the winter, which they may have found somewhere to eat or a better body of water to be in than this one, and decided they didn't want to hang out here. I don't know. But you can see their footprints where they were here. But they'll come out here and mate, that's for sure. In the spring, you always have to watch out for eggs. They're either along the bank or in the water. Appreciate the follows. But yeah, they're either along the bank or in the water in the spring, like extremely, extremely good. So I have a YouTube page, just off subject. I need to straighten that worm out a little bit. That might be the problem. YouTube page that I do too, which I'm monetized over on YouTube, so just to throw that out there, where I have a short of a goose egg on the bank, and I ask everybody what it is. That short got over 2K views, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, It's insane. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the gifts, appreciate the follows. We've caught 2 fish. I missed 3. I'm on the deeper side of the pond now, so we'll see if we can, what we can and can't do. And then once I fish this bank all the way down and around, this pond takes, oh, that's a bad cast unless I catch something. This pond literally takes 6.5 hours to fish it. I'm not going to do 6.5 hours today, just FYI. But yeah, this pond typically takes 6.5 hours to fish it. It's a big pond. You know, you're just seeing a little bit of it now. There's more of it that wraps around that corner over there. But I fished that. I couldn't tell if that's a fish or if it's grass. Yep, they've done it again. Okay, there's more than one there. That was 2 I missed right there in that same spot. And they pecked it at the fall too. One pecked at it and another one did. Okay, so let's cast back out there in that spot. One hit it and kind of sucked it off, and then another one came at it. So there's 2 or 3 fish out there. If I can find them schooled up somewhere, we're gonna have fun. That does leave the total today that I missed to 5 fish, so that sucks. I've literally missed 5 fish. I will when I'm ready to. Don't worry, I will. And considering the fact I just missed 2 fish on that one cast, it might be a minute, but I will. That's a bad cast. Like I said, it's only a bad cast if I miss them. Hopefully, I can't believe I just missed those 2, which they probably were awful small though. But yeah, I'll try another bait whenever it's time to. Not time to yet. See all that bank over there? I've got to fish that bank with this worm. I mean, I don't got to, but I'm going to. Especially since I just missed 2 fish on one cast. I missed one and another one bit. I believe I'm going to try it again. Yeah, I know. And I have a feeling that's what they're doing. But at the same time, actually, you know what? I could put a smaller. Not yet. I go by my instinct and what I know at this pond. I've fished this pond for 8 years straight. And I I'm going to wait a minute before I change. But I can put on a shorter one. At the same time, I know what's out here. If I can get the bite. And they may be short. You know, it is what it is. But eventually, it's going to work. Maybe. But yeah, I'll switch up before long because it's kind of getting a little boring for me. Accept my co-request. Give me a minute, and I might. I usually don't when someone asks like that or tells me to, you know. But I might. But yeah, you know, if you would have said, please, I would have thought about it, but nah. Yeah, well, I have a 4-inch worm with me. So once I get around here and to that bank over there where I'm wanting to get to, once I get over there, right here, which is not far, I'll switch up. There's a reason why I'm doing it like that. And that's fine. Okay, so let me just give you a little bit of advice. When you want to come up on somebody's live stream, you know, you need to say please, because, you know, I'm not going to let you come up if you're going to be demanding and stuff like that. So, nah, you're good. Especially in mine. You always say please and thank you, that's for sure. And that's fine. I mean, you were the one on the river that day. That's cool. I was on a different pond. But yeah. I would not. Which I'm going to leave it alone. It is what it is. But nah, not today. But yeah, I'll throw that. Ah, dang it. There's a reason why I haven't changed. And what I was trying to get at is I'm in that grass line right now. And there's a certain spot that I want to get to. Once I get to that spot, I'll switch up. Thanks for the follow. And the door. Thought I heard the door. Car door. I did. Let's go right. There's some ducks. More ducks. Alright. I haven't had a bite in a minute either. So I'm trying to think if I want to switch up altogether. PP in this pond is 7.5 pounds. Last year, in the middle of November, on a chartreuse shallow diving crankbait. I actually caught it on that point right over there. The point that I just came off of. I was ripping it through the grass. And when I did, I got closer to the bank and I felt it hit. And I literally thought it was grass. And then I felt it pull back and I said, oh no, that's not grass. I said, and then I felt the head shakes and I said, that's kind of big. So yeah, 7.5 out of here. Thanks for the follow, Joe. Appreciate it. And literally, you know what? I should be throwing a top water and my whopper ploppers, both of them. I don't know where they went or how they got there, but they're gone. I think I lost them on a fish or on a tree. I'm fishing a little bit faster because once I get to a certain point, I'll switch up, but I haven't had a bite in a minute. And last year, the spot where I'm at, it's all grass right here too, by the way. 2, missed 5, caught 2 small ones. Probably not over 6 inches long. That was not a fish, I hope. If that was, then that made me look completely insane. Okay. Anyway, I usually fish this one side before I change, and then I, make the decision to change and fish the side again. So, that's what we're doing. Only because I don't want to have to go back to the car, grab another bait, which I have in my backpack in there, has baits in it, but I'm kind of stuck on this one for right now. I have mono. 10 pound mono on this line. Or sorry, this reel. I'm still not awake yet. I was up all night basically thinking about fishing today. That is where deer tracks. I'm looking. No, it's not. That is grass, and there's no traction. Oh, you see that bass? You see what happened right there? That's why I don't come off this bait. You see that? That's why I don't come off of it. But I was looking for deer tracks, and I missed that fish. Damn it. But no, there's no deer tracks. And I know some y'all seen that. Appreciate the follow. I was like, where's some deer tracks at? And I started looking, and I'm like, oh, no. Now, raccoon, coyote, stuff like that, possibly. But yeah, as I was reeling it in, that freaking fish, there's a snack we can have. And sure as hell enough, I missed that fish. Another small one, though. But no, I've got 10 pound mono on here. I don't use braid. I know mono has a stretch to it and memory more than braid does, but I use braid like one time and I didn't like it. I used it on a frog, just to test it out, you know what I'm saying? And I was throwing it in grass, and I did not like the feel of it. Should be to my left. I'm looking. Hopefully I don't miss another fish, but I'm still looking. Okay, so there's tree stumps. I don't see here. We'll back up and look. There's ducks. Okay, so we're gonna back up and look and see if I can find the deer tracks. I'm still looking. Still looking. No, that's not deer tracks. Nope. But yeah, we'll be switching up before long. I'm going to switch to a smaller bait. I had to buy different weights too, and the action of the weight's going to cause that bait to fall faster or slower, which causes that tail to react, act more. And it may just not be what they want today. I have a crankbait on me too. Don't think that I will not change, because I will. But this pond has like 3 sections. The shallow section that we just came out of, we're kind of in the mid-water to deep water right here where we're at now. But once we get to that other point over there, it's a straight drop off, and that's when I'm going to switch up. And there's a sandbar over there. So yeah, it might be a little boring until I fish over to the sandbar and we actually see what's there. They finally mowed it after I stood in weeds all year long, up over my shoulders and head fishing. They finally mowed it down there, which makes me want to kind of speed up and get there faster, but I know I can't do that. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, 2 small fish this morning. I've missed 5. Wow, that's insane. I missed 5 fish. Hopefully I don't miss another one anytime soon. It looks like it's going to rain again. It's gotten a little bit darker out here. I'm about to start throwing the freaking top water. I'll throw a freaking frog and just throw it across the top of the water. Might be better than this worm right now. I like it. I've had it for about 2 years. As you can see, I've taken the tension knob off of it. You know, the tension knob cover. I've taken it off so that it can't be adjusted. Because I use this rod only as a worming rod. This is the only rod that I'll fish a worm with. So I took the knob off of it. And I can still adjust it, but I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't think. Because you can see, I rarely, I'll spit it out right here in a minute. Almost never what I'm saying is backlash. So, or bird nest or anything like that. I'm not saying that I won't, because as soon as I say that I won't, I'll hook a fish and my thumb will slip and hit that button and cause it to spool out, which I've done before. But as of right now, I can get pretty good distance on it. It's cast smooth, real smooth. I have no problem with it. I've used it for 2 years, if not more. But yeah, I'm starting to think that I'm going to change up. I wanted to get to that point over there where it bends into that deeper water. But I may not waste the time doing it. I may switch up sooner than what I thought to a motor oil worm. I'll stay with a worm for right now. It may be a motor oil cinder worm. I think I brought, yeah. I know I did. And we'll see what happens. But I wanted to get to that point right there and then switch. That's what my plan was and has been from the beginning. I bought the spinning version and snapped the rod and reel. Broke after. Man, that sucks. See, that's why I'm very careful with this one. I mean very careful. If there's a crack or anything in it, which hopefully will not happen, that would suck. But this one, it's done good for me for 2 years. I have a Lew's Crush, you know, the orange and white one, speed stick. I also had it. That is the very first bait caster I threw. Also 2 years ago. I still have it, and it works really good for me too. So I can't complain about them. Those are really the only two that I have. Well, it's not the only two that I have. I have a couple other ones, but those are really my main two that I use. Yes and no. It can be hard, and it cannot, and not. Once you get your settings set right, you're good. And everybody backlash and bird nest and all that stuff, you know. And if they tell you they don't, then they're lying. I'll just flat tell you, I will bird nest and I will backlash and all that stuff, just not that much. Not as like whenever I first started. My first time ever using a bait caster, and I'm not feathering the line with my finger either. With my thumb, I have my tension and everything set perfectly. Well, not perfectly, almost perfectly on this rod. Anyway, my first time ever using one was when I was younger. And I said, no way, I can't use it because I'd always backlash and stuff like that. And I said, nope, for the birds. And I stayed with open face. And then, oh, missed that one. That was a little one, I know it was. After that, once I got older, and I said, okay, somebody said, try it again. Don't give up on it just yet. So I decided I'd try it one more time last year. And when I did, I picked it up, got it, and ran with it. Yeah. Oh, I hear you. My first one ever, nothing was set. Yeah, I mean, Mine wasn't either. It took me a lot of playing with it. And I would go out in the front yard thinking, hey, you know, I can do it in the grass. But then I realized when I came out to the water, the bait lands different, or the weight that you've got on there lands different on the water than what it does on the ground. So if you go out in the front yard, backyard, or whatever and practice with it, yeah, it's good to practice the casting, trying to get your routine down with it. But the bait hits different when it's hitting water compared to when it's hitting solid. And that's what screwed me up for the most part. If them clouds would just move up out of here. Oh, that's grass. You may get to see how much grass I'm pulling through. And I'm going to show you right now kind of what I'm fishing through and in and punching in, whatever you want to. There's a lot of grass on the bottom of this pond, like right here. Thanks for sharing the live. So that's pretty much what I'm dragging that bait through. Is a bunch of junk. That's one reason why I haven't switched up yet either. Don't worry, I will if you are still here hanging with me. When I do, it'll either be a good thing or it'll be a bad thing. When I do it, we'll see. But I like to fish this side at least one time with the same bait. Thanks for the share, appreciate it. But yeah, my bait caster was first one was a loose speed stick. Took it out in the front yard, cast. I do great whenever it hit the ground, you know, the hard ground. But whenever I brought it out here to fish with it, you know, you have to kind of stop it just a little bit differently. And it was a disaster. I was like, man, what the heck am I doing wrong? I could do it perfectly at home, and now that I'm out here fishing, I can't even do this right. And it took me a little bit. I finally got it. Appreciate the follows. We're at 1.5K likes. I appreciate it. This may be why I couldn't sleep all night. It's because I know why. It's because I was thinking about fishing all night. I hadn't fished this pond in a couple weeks. And that's all I was thinking about. And there may be a reason, because I wasn't going to catch nothing but 2 small ones. Thanks for the follow, Billy. I see you down there. Billy Outdoors. Thanks for the like money. Appreciate you. Corey, what's up? I can kind of stop and look at the screen for a minute. Only caught 2 small ones, probably 6 inches or so, I guess. Fishing in a lot of grass at the bottom, so I'm not throwing a treble hook yet. I want that grass to go away. I want the water to get cold enough to kill that grass off. For the most part, it has. I'm not gonna lie. This pond used to be extremely weedy and grassy. Hey y'all, appreciate the follows. But yeah, as you can, I don't know if you can see the bank or not, but yeah, this used to be all a grass line right here, and it's starting to die off. So hopefully there'll be a fish in there. Here in a minute I'm gonna be switching though. I think. See, I just pulled through that grass. And I'm fishing it kind of fast too. I have been damn near dead sticking the whole summer long, before it got hot. And then late summer after it started to cool off. I've been doing nothing but almost dead sticking it. And then when I wasn't, it was just a slow retrieve. It's raining again. I see it on the water. I don't feel it, but I see it. I am in southern Illinois, and it is misting again. That's what's going to be a lot of the big problem too. It rained all night last night, all day yesterday, which we need the rain, don't get me wrong. But the barometric pressure is up now, and the fish are just not having it. That's what a lot of my problem is right now. Because by now, I should have gone and caught 5 out of here, which I missed the 5. I missed 3 or 4, I can't remember now, or maybe more. Caught 2 small ones, probably about 6 inches long. But yeah, I missed a few. In this area, in this pond right now where I am at, there are bluegill, red ear sunfish, bass, catfish, and I think that's it. And somebody told me that there's some crappie in here, but I have never seen any crappie pulled out of here. I've never fished crappie out of here, so I don't know. Which, if I had a boat, I would do. But from the bank, it's just a little bit harder to do, especially when you're fishing through grass. Yeah. Okay, I missed 5 because last time I missed on the same cast. Yeah, I know, and I kind of got my hopes up whenever that one hit and then the other one hit. Like, okay, I done ran into a school of them, which it could have just been 2 sitting there. There's one sitting there, just swirled, but is it going to react to the bait? Nope. I'll tell you that right now. Nope. I'm in grass. Right on the grass line, too. See, that's where my problem's at. But like I said, this pond was not ever like this until the past 2 years. Never grassy, didn't, or anything like that. And 2 years ago, it started picking up a lot of grass in it. They need to, there's a fish. Finally, he's got weight on him. He's going to do something. There he goes. Oh, we're going to bring him up. He's going to come up again. There we go. Let's see. Oh, he's a nice one. Okay. We'll weigh this one. We'll weigh this one. Ooh, turtle got a hold of him. He's been in a fight with the turtle. So, if I can get my skill off of my backpack without having to take it off, we'll wait and see, and that pays off. Waiting with that bait, it'll pay it off. Not changing up and switching out. But he got tore up by a turtle. Pretty bad. Look, he got tore up in his back too. That's insane. That's why I don't ever just switch off. Alright. I see y'all down there. I'll check you out here in a minute. Well, if I don't drop this fish, if I drop it, I'm going to be a little upset. Alright. Is it going to hit a pound? 1 pound, 10 ounces. Right off, and there's my other hand too. 1 pound, 10. That's the third one for today. That's the one. It's a nice one though. We're getting that deeper water, and I'm thinking that the bigger ones are still hanging out in the deeper water. But, like I said, he's been tore up by a turtle or something there. See if it'll focus right there. And I don't know. But I'm going to have to toss it because, as you see, that water's kind of not close up to me. And, well, that's muddy, slick, and I'm not about to fall on a live stream again. So, fish has went through more than this. It is going to be a flying fish, but as you can see, that fish has been through a lot in the past couple days. All right, so he's going to get a toss. Won't hurt it none. He gone. There he goes. See, told you it wouldn't hurt. See? He's going to stay on the bank and then he's going to run. He's still there. There he went. He gone. Or she. So, that's number 3 for today. 1 pound, 10 ounces. Or in other words, 1 pound, 1.1. Let's see if we can't pull another one out of that spot. I don't know if we can or not. Maybe. And maybe not. those darker clouds have come through. It's got me hoping that it does not start pouring down raining on me. But it's just like one big dark cloud. No, it's not another fish. They didn't pull back. It's a bunch of grass. And the pond is like completely like that all the way through. In other words, I can't move to another spot and it not be grassy, because there's grass on the bottom of this pond everywhere. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me ramble on as I attempt to catch fish. Caught 3 today. 2 small ones and then that one. Hey, it's not too bad. I would have took that one home though. Not today. I don't take any fish home in the fall. After they spawn out a little bit, I will take some bass home and clean the pond out just a little, so that some of the bigger ones will have a little bit more room to grow. So whenever they get big enough and hungry, they'll be ready to have my hook in their mouth. This is a work pond. Not a lot of people fish this for a work pond. I have not seen anybody come out here actually and fish this. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. I want to look at something real quick too. We've had 4,000 views this morning. Almost 5,000 views come through. 13 new followers. I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out, hitting the follow button. Appreciate the gifts also. Y'all awesome. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. I'll have the subscriptions and all that stuff set up next year. I know the button's there, but they're not ready for me to start promoting it, so I'm not. But that will be up and running next year. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, see, I'm getting into that deeper ground. Man, that north wind, it's a northeast wind, I think. Feels like it at least. Just cut through me. I felt it. What's that? I heard a fish or something. I don't see it. I don't see where it broke the water, but I heard it do it. At least I thought I did. That was not a bad fish. Hopefully I'll be able to go back after I download this video and pull it out. That way I can put it on the on my page. What is that? More grass? Yep. Because I like to do that too. So whenever I'm fishing, and a lot of the fish that y'all see on my main page, those fish I've caught this year on my TikTok live streams. I haven't really put anything from YouTube over here yet. And probably won't. I'll probably keep them separate, because that's how I messed up on Facebook. My reels were monetized on Facebook, okay? So I was making money. Just a quick story, so that y'all know to not ever do it if you think you can. Believe me, I'm going to tell you a quick story from my experience that you can't. Anyway, my reels were monetized over on Facebook, right? So I decided I would take a few of my TikTok videos, just some of them, the ones me fishing, and post over there with the TikTok emblem or whatever off. And for some reason, they nailed me that it was unoriginal content, which I appealed it. So I'm just in the process of it all being appealed and stuff like that. And it was me fishing. It was all my stuff. And they said that my reel was not original. And they took my monetization away. So be careful when you're doing that, because they don't like it, of course, because there's a fish. Oh, he got off. Because Facebook don't like that. Nobody told me until it was too late, because I see everybody else doing it, and I said, I'll do it, I'll try it, see what happens. I did it, and I tried it, and they said, nope, don't do it. So whatever you do, if you do that, be careful, because they will flag it. And I don't, and I still don't understand why, because like I said, unless there was something in the scenery where they said that it was not original, which God knows you can all see that this is all original scenery that we've got here, then that would be why. But I don't think there's anything that's not original here. 6 fish missed. At least somebody's counting the ones I missed. I'm counting the ones I caught, which were 3 small ones and 6 missed. I appreciate you keeping track of the ones I missed, because I'll mess around and forget and say it's a number less than what it really is. Six fish missed. Wow. I can believe it. I can believe it. And that one was actually hooked. Good morning, Angel. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Six fish. I missed 6, caught 3, 2 small ones, 1 okay's over a pound. That wind is blowing out the northeast. I think northeast, somewhere in there. So it's going to be a little bit harder now than what it already was, because anytime the wind's blowing out of the north here, or anywhere directly from the north, it is hard. Things get a little more difficult. Yeah, that's cool. I always like to come out and do some fishing on my days off. And I missed a nice one here a couple weeks ago. I hooked it. I was bringing it in and it got in that grass. I don't know if you can see that grass line or not. And it broke off. Listen, if I would not have been on a live stream on TikTok, I would have had a screaming, crying, foot stomping fit, because that fish jumped up. I seen its tail, and its tail was, I don't know, about like that wide. And I was like, wow. You live in Destin, Florida? That's cool. You're over on the East Coast. I'm in the middle. Got folks from the West Coast, got folks from the East Coast, and I'm in Illinois, so I'm between y'all. But yeah, I seen the tail of that fish, and I was like, man. And I tried to get that fish to that grass, and what he did is buried his nose in the grass, and I couldn't bring it out. It was like, man. And this water's really cleared up since then. So I'm almost to the point to where, or the part of the pond where I hooked that fish. So maybe he's laying there this morning hungry. You never know. But like I said, I don't like to come off of a certain bait just because they're not biting the way I want them to. I like to fish that bait anyway to a certain point and then turn around and fish the bank again with a different bait. And whichever one works for me, works for me. And I know some, well, this bait's not working 30 minutes after the fishing and they want to switch up. Like, man, I used to do that. That was not a fish. We're not counting that one as a loss. That was grass. Don't count that as one I missed, because that one was not a fish that I missed. That was grass. I appreciate y'all, man. The sun's gonna come out. I think it's trying hard. It's gonna come out behind me when it does, and I see that it's starting to lighten up a little bit. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I love when TikTok says, you have been live for 90 minutes. It is time to take a break. Or consider taking a break for a while. I'm fishing for largemouth bass today. I've caught two. Now, I've caught two that were 6 inches or smaller. And then I caught one that was a pound, 10 ounces. So I've caught 3. I've missed 6 fish, or 5. What was it, 5 or 6? I can't remember. 5. I want to say 6. I'll go back up here and look just to be sure. Yeah, I've missed 6. Caught 3. That last one was grass, so we're not going to count it as a miss. Yep, 6. So there's a sandbar that I want to fish this worm at. That's why I have not switched. I have baits in my bag, but there's a sandbar right over here that I want to fish with this worm. So that's what I'm fishing to. Once I get to that sandbar, we'll fish it. We'll see what happens. It's already 10 o'clock. Wow. I came out here like at 8. I've been out here for about 2 hours. 3 fish in 2 hours, missed 6. I missed 6 fish. That's insane. It's usually I catch 6, miss 3. Well, no. It's typical for me with a single hook to miss maybe 3 or 4 and catch 5. Whenever the weekend before Labor Day, I came out here and I caught 12 in one day. And I'm like, okay, we got to try it. We got to start our numbers. So I started counting at Labor Day. The weekend before Labor Day, I started counting my catches. And I've started counting up to this point to... I'm at 75 for the 9 weeks or whatever it is. I can't remember what the weeks it is. And I see water on the pond. I can't tell if it's still raining or not. I don't feel any water. Maybe coming off the line just looks like it's raining. But right here is where I hooked that bass at a couple weeks ago and broke my line in the grass. And I have a floatable net on my back, but it just won't reach that far. There's a flock of geese and a crane. That crane's gonna land on the water right there where I've been fishing. Can't see it because they blend in so good. I'd show you, but they blend into the bank so good in a camouflage that it's just insane to see them. Lauren, I appreciate the likes. I see you down there. Appreciate the follows and the likes, comments, gifts, suggestions, advice. And yes, I know, throw green, chatterbaits, and all that stuff. But I'm waiting on that cloud. Once that cloud moves out of here, as long as the wind doesn't pick up, which you can see it's starting to pick up a little bit, it's going to be a whole lot better, I think. I'm starting to get a breeze out of the north now, which that's where it's been coming from here lately. And that northeast breeze is going to start cooling this water off, and then I'm going to start throwing top. Not today, but probably next week I'll start throwing top water more often than what I am now. And chatterbaits and crankbaits and stuff like that. Right now I'm still fishing with this worm till tomorrow. Tomorrow is November 1st, so that's when I start using crankbaits. I'll be ripping them through grass, but I'll be throwing them. I've caught 3, I've missed 6. It sounds so bad. I've caught 3, I've missed 6. I'm not even averaging. My average is 3. Nothing over. Well, 1 over a pound, everything else not over 6 inches. Maybe, at a good guess, it could be 8 inches. But the wind's picked up now, so that is going to be, which I'm going to fish this pond again. I'm just fishing down the bank with the worm, and then I'll turn around, grab the other rod, and I guess I'll fish it with a chatterbait. I've got a brown chatterbait with a white swim bait on it. I think it's Pearl Ice swim bait. I do real good with that combo, or that setup, in the early spring over here, late winter, early spring. Where'd that duck go? I do not want to hook that duck. I just seen it dive under the water, and I'm hoping that I do not hook it. Yes, it's been tough out here for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks it's been tough. Which, I mean, I haven't came off the same bait. You know, I like to stay on the same bait until fall is over, and then I'll switch over to, or the beginning of fall really, and then I'll switch over to chatterbaits again and crankbaits. But until then, you know, I'll pretty much stay with the same setup all late summer and summer long, and then I'll switch. But yeah, it's starting to get rough. It is. I went from catching 12 to 15 a day down to catching 2 or 3, which I missed 6 today. I would have caught, if I wouldn't have missed those 6, I would have caught 8 today so far, but it happens. I'm in southern Illinois, the very southern tip, 45 minutes from Carbondale, Illinois, and an hour, I guess, from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. So that wind is going to mess up my lineup. That's grass. See, that grass line's really why I haven't switched bait yet. I've been throwing the same worm. Because it can really get down in that grass, and when I rip it out of that grass, that's when the bass are coming and biting it. Not today. And the other pond I fish, this is a private pond. Well, semi-private, public, whatever. People come from everywhere to fish it. It don't matter. If they don't have permission, they sneak up and fish it. So really, it's a public pond. Regardless of whether there's a sign now or not, it's a public pond. And the reason I say that is only a locked door will keep an honest person out. But and only a sign will keep an honest person out. But anyway, it's a private / public pond, if we want to put it in that sense. And it's just not fished. Nobody comes out here this time of year and fishes anything. By Louisville, in Kentucky. That's like an hour from me. Somewhere in there, with an hour and 15 minutes or something. That's cool. This wind needs to lay down. Not really a wind, but it's just a northeast breeze, something like that. The clouds, it's pushing the clouds out, but at the same time, it's going to mess me up more than what I am now. I mean, and that cold breeze will give you a headache quicker than anything. If you're not careful. I haven't seen the beaver come out this morning. There's a resident beaver in this pond that literally chewed down every tree in this water. And or actually there may be 2. No, that's the old beaver hut. The old beaver hut is, I don't know if you can see it or not, is right in there somewhere. Yeah, right in, well, not up in the air, but right there. No, I have not. The sandbar, this is a big pond. This is actually a huge pond. The sandbar is over here. I mean, as you can tell in this distance, I'm not there yet. I'm nowhere near there. I still have this corner. I'm going to walk it around. I'll probably skip a whole lot of this here in a little bit, because I know that I'm in deep water now. But I just wanted to try it, as you know, because it goes from shallow, then drops off again, and I'm in really deep water now. But I'll probably skip this section right here all the way up to those trees. I'll fish those trees and around, and then I'll be at the beginning of the sandbar. Hopefully, and when I say hopefully, something will bite before then, because their bites are few and far between. But no, I'm getting there slowly. Tomorrow will be a little bit faster, because tomorrow's the first day that I'll start throwing crankbaits. It won't take me no time to fish it tomorrow. I do that for a reason, because the fish are still transitioning from summer to fall, even though it looks, oh, it's all cold off and everything. Some of these bigger ponds that I'm fishing, they're still transitioning. They haven't came up, and they're not going to until later on in the year. Yeah, they are starting to chase bait, and I know that. But at the same time, you do have the smaller ones or the bigger ones that are saying, I'm going to be lazy and just eat whatever falls down in front of me. So that's why I don't come off of this bait that fast in the fall. Now, some people are already using crankbaits. They're like, well, they're not going to bite a worm. They're not going to bite a crawl. They're not going to bite a jig. So we're just going to start throwing crankbaits. No offense to anyone that is. If you are and you're catching fish, that's great. That's awesome. But that doesn't work for me yet. But it will. And the reason it doesn't work for me is because this pond's bottom is so soft and weedy, grassy, whatever you want to call it, that while you're ripping baits through, you're catching more grass than you are fish. So that's one of the reasons I myself personally do not just switch over to a crankbait yet. Even a flat-sided crankbait, I don't do it yet. Now within another week, it's rip grass anyway, because I'm going to do it. And then December, if it drops down as cold as what I'm thinking it's going to, it'll be over and done for me till late February. But no, this is a big pond, believe me. That's 8 to 10 foot down on water. You can see where the water should be at. But it's not. I just need one more to bite right now, and then I'd be good for another 15 minutes. It may and may not. I'm getting ready. I don't want to say I'm getting ready to change to a motor oil color yet, because I'm going to fish those trees and that sandbar. Once I get over to the sandbar, if I don't get a few bites off of it, then I'll switch to a motor oil color and fish it. Yeah, I know I'm wasting my time. Everybody thinks I am, at least. But I said, I've fished this pond forever. I know this pond almost like the back of my hand. And sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Now, this water is really deep out here, but I can't get out there without a boat. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Which I have a smaller pond that I fish, that I had been running crankbaits on already, and rattle traps. And it's a stocked pond. And it has a liner on the bottom of it, and that liner, once it starts showing into that mud and rocks and stuff like that, your treble hooks start getting hung up. And I was like, man, because I like to bounce the bottom with a rattle trap too, and make as much noise down there as I possibly can. And I've caught fish off it at that pond this year. It's just a smaller pond, and it's so pressured that to get the fish bite is insane. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the comments. I don't know if y'all can see that cloud, but that cloud was a cloud that was over me for I don't know how long. And it finally started moving out away from me. And I just wanted to make sure it wasn't. I thought maybe it was a front, but I looked at it again, and I don't think it is, because sometimes you can see the front come through in the clouds. That's just a regular storm cloud, I do believe. But no, we're going to skip up right here and just miss this whole part and fish around these trees right here a little bit. I won't fish all these trees. I'll fish some of it and then move down to the sandbar. And the reason I'm saying that is because by noon, these fish are not going to bite again until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They're just not. So I tried to make sure I hit a certain point. But yeah, that cloud was a cloud that was over me. It finally made its way slowly over me and past me. It should start lightening up a little bit now. I hope. But like I said, with the barometric pressure up and all that stuff right now, good luck. That's what I've told myself all day long before I even came out here. Good luck. Because they ain't gonna bite. Which I've caught the 3, missed the 6. Wow, that just sounds so weird every time I say it. Missed 6, caught 3. But it is what it is at this point. Seeing it takes a whole lot longer for this bait to fall and hit the bottom. It's still falling right now. Still falling. There it goes. Now it's not. And this is usually the spot where I'm not even catching anything. So we're just going to drag that through there pretty quick. Hit the trees, hit the sandbar, and hope that there is something there that will bite. Alright, let's do that right now. But yeah, I fished tall grass all year long, and then they finally mowed. And I was like, wow, they couldn't have mowed this sooner so that I can get out here and actually fish without worrying about snakes too much. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about it. Believe me, I'm running all kinds of baits through my mind at this point in time in my life to see what I've got going on. I've been thinking about different ways, different techniques and everything else since that last fish I caught. But when that wind started blowing, that breeze came in, that kind of was like, uh-oh. That breeze kind of, oh, I missed that one. Okay, so that's number 7 I missed. Damn it. Insane. That was a bluegill, though. That does not count as a bass. I know that was a bluegill. At least 50% of that was a bluegill. I'm just saying. And the reason I'm saying that is because it was thump, 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 thump instead of just a thump, thump. It was a thump, thump, thump. It's still a fish, yes, but I'm pretty sure it was a bluegill. I could be wrong. 3.7. That one didn't count. I'm pretty sure that one was a bluegill. That's why I stopped myself. If it wasn't, then it was a heavy bluegill. I'll just let you know that much. 3.7. It's too bad it's not the other. I mean, it was right there in that grass. In my defense, it was right there in that grass right there, in that grass line. It was in my defense. If that was a bass, it was in my defense that it was right in that grass line. It's a beaver slide. It's that beaver slide. Oh, waiting on me to actually catch a fish. I'm not sure if it was a bluegill or not. I'm not sure. But it was a small tick, tick, thump. I mean, it was not anywhere near what I thought it was. I wish I could get down there close enough to that water to show y'all how clear it is. Maybe I can. Yeah. You might be able to see it and you might not. I don't know. This water is like really clear. Yeah, there's no way I can show you. I'm not getting down in that mud. I'll end up falling. I've done that way too many times. But no, I'm not. Tell you the truth, I'm pretty sure it was because it was right in that grass. But at the same time, I didn't get to see it. I can just barely feel it. But this water has really, and that's the good thing about the grass being in this water, the weeds all year long. It really does clean this water up in the late fall or early fall and in the late winter. When I come out here in the spring, this water is clear. You can see I can see all the way to the bottom right now, but it is really clear in the winter. I don't know. No, you can't see that stick. There's a piece of grass or a stick or something out there, a twig. That's a light brown color. And I was trying to see if y'all could see it. What in the hell did I just do here? But no, you can't see it. I was watching through the screen to see if you could see it. But this water's really, really clear. Go to Academy and get Camel water boots. Only $80. I will. I'll do that. I'll have to remember to do that. And I'm dead ass serious because I would like to be closer to the bank or closer to the water than what I am right now, but with it being so muddy, I ain't trying to get mud all over these shoes. I mean, it don't matter what shoes. I always have an extra pair that I wear, but I'm not trying to fall. Not today. Okay. Yeah, I'll check them out, and hopefully it won't be this season. I don't think. Unless I leave here today and go do it, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to because I've got to do some stuff with my wife. But other than that, I will remember that. And you probably think he's full of crap. He's not gonna remember, but no, I will. And there was a live stream that I'd done weeks ago where someone mentioned, that I should be doing, or not should be doing, but mentioned a title. I haven't used it yet. I'm saving it for next year. But I'm going to use it. And I wrote it down so that I wouldn't forget what it was. So next year I'll be using same name, just a different title. The camel on the outside and orange on the inside. Yeah, I had a pair of them. I know which ones you're talking about. And I wore them out. I had them forever, actually. Well, not forever, but for a couple years. But these were I don't think they were the same ones. These were like $150. And I got them from Academy, but I don't think they're the same ones you're talking about. That wind is messing me up. Okay. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time around these trees, which I know that there's fish here. But, and if they're not going to bite, then I'm not going to spend a lot of time with them. Three fish, missed 7. That's insane. And now I've got a northeast wind blowing. Causes my chances to be even smaller than that. Well, we're closer to the sandbar than what we were an hour ago. Looks like there's a crane sitting over there. Usually whenever I'm bass fishing, especially in this late summer, early fall, I'll watch for where the ducks and geese are at, to tell you the truth. And apparently there's no ducks or geese on this pond right now. And you would think that the ducks and geese moving would mess the fish up, but really they don't. Not there was a fish. Okay, you can count that as number 7. Damn it. That was number 7. You get bitted on the fall. And that's where my problem's at. I get busy talking and lose my concentration on what I'm doing. And they bite it on the fall, and I miss it. Now, I mean, I could sit here and be quiet the rest of the freaking time, but it's going to be pretty freaking boring. But yeah, that was number 7. That one was a bass. I know it was. But yeah, I could either fill the time in talking, or we can just be quiet and not concentrate and only catch bass and or fish and then talk. Either way, that one was a fish that I missed due to the fact that I was running my mouth too much. Lost concentration. There's a bunch of birds over there. Appreciate the follow, Iron. Now you Ironhead 32. I appreciate the follow. Caught 3 fish and missed 7. Wow. I'm not going to forget that either. Kind of looks like that was put there. Okay, so I'll show you something real quick. There's another beaver slide, right? That beaver has that piled up right there. He's either going to make another hut right there. It's another beaver, or he's going to set up another home. One or the other. But yeah, that was put there. That wasn't just laid. Which is pretty cool, I think. All right, I'll show y'all. Can you see the? Yeah, you can see the bottom. See the bottom of the pond. That's how clear that water is. Thanks for. And then wind's still start blowing even harder. I'm about to skip some of this pond and go straight to that sandbar. Because if I don't, I'm gonna miss my chance. And that's what I'm doing right now too. If I don't skip these trees and head over there, then I'm gonna miss the chance, I think. So we're gonna skip some water. Actually, we're gonna try right here because that wind's picked up on me. So I don't know if it's blowing in another storm or what. It's blowing my line too, so yeah. Oh no, don't tell me I wrapped. Did I just wrap around in that tree? I think I did. Where's my line at? Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah. We ain't coming out of that. I'm going down there. You are going to get to see how shallow this water is because I'm not breaking off. Or not shallow, clear it is. I'm not going to break that off. Not that close to the bank, I'm not. In the beautiful trees here, I got wrapped up. Okay, we're good. I mean, it's not like I couldn't just redo it, but no, not unless I have to. So, do you see that stick right there? That's how clear that water is. Let me put it down there a little bit deeper, or even that one right there. You see that stick or that limb? You can see that. That's how clear that water is right now. That water is not dirty, murky, dingy, whatever. That water is clear because that stick is right there and you can see it perfectly. So I'm gonna cast right here while I'm down here. That's one I want to do too. I want to let y'all see how clean this water really is, because the grass really does filter this water this time of year. And that may be some of my problem too. And this is a straight drop off after that stick right there. It is a straight drop off. But yeah, this water is clean. I mean, you see the grass. Let's see if you can see that log down there. See that log? That's how clear that water is. And that's I don't know. Watch me catch a freaking fish playing. About right there's 5 foot down, 5 or 6. John, what's up? So yeah, the water's clear. Very clean and clear water. We're going to keep on. We're going to the sandbar. I'm done playing around these trees. We may have missed that opportunity too. I don't know. Should have probably, one of these days I'm going to start over here on the sandbar and I'm going to fish it back the other way. But yeah, fall largemouth. I'm not bringing anybody up today. I'm not doing any battles or anything like that. That's what I'm saving for the winter whenever there's absolutely nothing to do. But yeah, fall bass. I've caught 3, missed 7. Caught 3, missed 7. Wow. I won't live that one down. I guarantee you that. It's 10 o'clock. I'm trying to think. Yeah, and I'm just bumping the bottom with the worm. That's all I'm doing. So I've caught 75 bass since the weekend before Labor Day. That's when I actually technically started doing TikTok live streams like really good, was the weekend before Labor Day. That's when I started doing them while I was fishing. So I've gotten all of them on video, which is pretty cool. The only thing is with TikTok, sometimes they don't let you go back and watch your stuff if it's over an hour. So I don't even know if I'll be able to, I mean, I'll be able to watch it, but they won't let me download it to do anything with it, which is insane. I'll be able to go through and watch it and screen shoot the scenes where I've caught bass. But as far as downloading the whole video, it won't let me do it. Same one. I've caught 75 fish on this Tequila Sunrise. Well, 78 now because there's a fish. There's a fish right there. See, he caught it. Brought me some luck. Brought me some luck there, man. Oh, come on up out of that. Did he just... okay, so there's a fish. There he goes. He got off. He got me in the damn grass on the bank. But hey, you seen it? It was there. That one counts as a catch. I got him up off the bank even though I didn't touch it. I was getting ready to touch it. He picked it up on the fall. Or not on the fall. He picked it up on the rise. I never even thought about doing that. I'm glad you came in here and said that. I never even thought about that. 4-7. Hey, as long as we don't do another miss and I can catch up, we're good. That's true. That was an easy access catch and release. Y'all seen the fish, so that's all that matters. But no, I pulled that one. Bit on the rise when I was bringing it up to let it fall back down. He bit on the rise. He's probably, I'll guess, a pound or maybe just a little under. That was a guess. Yeah, I lost him. Well, what he did is he got me up in that grass right there whenever I was trying to bring him up. Technically, I didn't lose him. He was hooked. I got him up on the bank. I got to see it. So technically, it wasn't a loss. I mean, I know some people catch it as a loss if you don't touch it. But he was on the bank. I seen him. Felt him. So we can count it either way. It don't matter to me. Just technically, I guess I did lose it. I didn't touch it, put it in my hand, but at the same time, I caught it and put it on the bank. So that's an iffy situation right there. Fact on the size. Yeah. They are. There's another one. Oh, no. That was not a fish. We're not counting that one. That one was grass. I thought it was at first, but no. after I pulled up on it, it was grass. We're not counting that one as a loss because it wasn't. It's gonna start storming. But yeah, Darren, if we wanted to get technical about it, we could catch it as a loss, or claim it as a loss, or catch either one, because it was going to get thrown back anyway. Now, if I was going to catch it and eat it, yeah, it was a loss. But since really I was going to catch or release anyway, I hooked it, brought it up on the bank, which I'm going to go on about in a minute. I hooked it, I brought it up on the bank. I seen the fish. It flopped, got off. The grass hooked me up, and it got off. So technically, it's a catch, I guess. It don't matter either way. It's all for fun. It is all for fun. That's what I'm doing this for. You know, I could be out here by myself, but I like doing live streams. I've done live streams on YouTube for over a year. You know, I'm monetized over there. I've done fishing live streams over there for over a year. I came over to TikTok because somebody said, hey, why don't you go over to TikTok and make an account and start doing, you know, just some crazy little funny videos and stuff like that. And I said, yeah, you know, that's cool. I can do that. And I told him, I said, well, it's not going to take off and do, you know, as good as, you know, YouTube. Shit, I was wrong. I do better on TikTok than what I do on YouTube, which is insane. And I've only been on TikTok for 3 months compared to the fact that I've been on YouTube for a year. Yeah, same rig. Slow cast, or same rig, long cast, slow retrieve back, letting it bounce off the bottom, and you know, bouncing it through the grass is more or less what I'm doing. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, I've been doing YouTube for a year, monetized over there, and all that good stuff. And I turned around and came over here and started doing TikTok, thinking that, you know, maybe a few hundred people or something like that would join, and then 2 months later I have almost 4,000. I'm like, wow, that's insane. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming over and watching, hanging out, comments, advice, gifts, and all that stuff. You know, I feel a cold wind because that wind's coming out of the north. Oh, I will. I'll have to get it out. Oh shoot! Did I bring green pumpkin with me? Listen. I'll show you the base that I've got with me, and then we'll determine what I'm going to do. We'll do that right now since we're close enough to the sandbar. You've been waiting, so since you've been waiting that long and been patient, I'll go ahead and we'll switch up and see what I got. I'm not going to throw a fast-moving bait right now. I will keep throwing a slow worm, but we will see what else I've got in here. Plus, if I don't have the green pumpkin with me, I do know that I have motor oil with me. I always have that one. That's kind of a must-have in my bag. So, all right. And since you've been hanging out and waiting for an hour, let's look and see what I got. Oh, let me get down here. Oh, crap. Yeah, I know. We'll look at it. Because I cleaned it out some before I came out here. Okay, so this is what I've been using, and I've caught the 75 fish on Tequila Sunrise. Everybody knows 7-inch curly tail that Barkley makes. No, they don't hold on 18 times longer. See, same thing. This 7-inch curly, or not 7-inch. That's a 4-inch curly tail. Sorry, 4-inch Tequila Sunrise that I use. That's the same thing. All right. So as far as green color goes, we have watermelon chartreuse. We've got that one. The buzzbait is actually over in the car. I'm not walking back over there yet. I just got over here to where I want to be. No. Okay. And then we have, this is the first one I ever started catching bass on. Motor oil. worm also. And then of course I've got my Wacky Rig O's and stuff like that. I thought I brought other ones, but I did not. But so I've got one, and with the wind, we have to take the wind into consideration that this does not have as much salt as I want it to have in it. So I'll let y'all guess which one we're going to use. Which one? I'm not using any jerkbaits today. There's still too much, and the reason is this pond is so grassy that all I'm going to be doing is touching grass. Which one am I going to use? That one? We're going with watermelon. Wait, we got cold. Holy crap. Alright, we'll try watermelon. If it don't work, then we'll go back. I'm going to just, well, you know what? Wait a minute. That reminded me. You said that. I'm not going to throw anything that has more than one hook on it yet. And like I said, there's too much grass in this pond to do that. Hold on. I forgot. We'll keep that one out. Okay. Alright. Now, mind you, this is not all the baits that I have. I keep my 7-drawer tackle box at home because I don't want to carry it. So I bring whatever I want to use. Alright. I'm not using anything with treble hook on it. Let's see, we've got, I don't have any red either. That one's kind of faded out, but there is a green one. And then you've got your white. They've kind of bled together a little bit. You've got your white. These are older. And then you've got your brown. These I use as a Wacky Rig, of course. These worked great last year. This size, like a 4-inch. So we'll do that. The other stuff with treble hooks and stuff like that, I'm not throwing yet because of the grass. What's in the other box? The other box is just jigs, and then I have a few topwater baits with me. So we're going to do this. We're going to put this one on here. We're going to throw this. I'm going to rig it weedless. Now I'm going to go with the weight for right now because of the weight. Once the weight, if I don't do any good with the weight, I'm going to take the weight off and go weightless, which fishing into the wind is going to be a little bit harder to do, but I'll try it anyway because that wind's starting to pick up. Where'd that bait go? Yeah, I know. We're going to try this first because that's just more downtime. I hate having to, well, in the wind, you know what? With it not having enough salt though, all it's going to do is float. Damn, that wind has gotten. And if all it does is float, then it's not going to do what I want to do. Yeah, that's how I fished them last year, was weightless. But like I said, now with the grass, oh shit, with the grass, with the wind blowing weightless, yeah, weightless is not the way to go right now. See, because it blows right back to me. And that's what happens as soon as it, I kind of figured it would. I'm gonna have to get that out there. Damn it. I seen that coming, I just didn't know when. So yeah, even on backlash, I'm not gonna lie. Burn nest, backlash, whatever. Now we're gonna have a mess. Here comes the fun part. Like I said, I'm throwing it directly into the wind now. So that's why I'm gonna keep that weight on there. And hope that I can get that out without having to cut. It's not going to happen, I don't think. I don't want to have to cut. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I pulled a lot of line out of there too. Wow. But I'm going right directly into the wind. And that's what got me with that one. Hold on. I don't want to get all... If it's not real, then it's not real. Okay. That is not a fish either. That is grass. Just to let y'all know. Okay. Wow, that wind has really picked up. I didn't know it was going to pick up that much before I got over here. I would have started on this end. Yeah. We'll try it. Can't throw weightless in this wind. No. Now, see, it wasn't even windy earlier. I didn't even know it was going to be windy today, to tell you the truth. That wind caught that bait and blew it right back to me. Wow. Well, needless to say, we'll at least be able to do it for a few minutes. That's not a fish either. That's a, cut to that wind. I can't cut to that wind with this. We'll try it again for a few minutes, but we're not cutting through the wind, and that's what the problem is. With that curly tail, I can just go straight through the wind with it, not have any problems. But since this is different, there we go. It's a little bit better. There we go. I caught a break in the wind, I think. Yeah, I've already got a weight on there. I never took one off. Probably should be a smaller weight, but that wind, like I said, is coming out of the north and it's cutting straight through me. It's like insane. Okay, fish. Where you at? No, I already knew not to be weightless in the wind. Nope. Not in this wind. Now, if it wasn't windy, like it was earlier, not windy, yeah, I'd be weightless, but no, I'm not. I'm gonna have to hook a battery anyway. I've got a fourth. Oh, no, it's not a fourth. Yeah, it's a 4th ounce weight on it, so I can get it out there. If not, it's gonna blow right back to me. Let me see. Okay, 12%. I'm gonna have to grab a battery pack out. We'll go right here. Try to get out down on this bank a little bit and get out of the wind, at least myself, because that north wind is cutting me. Got me a headache. There, we got out there, but we're gonna see what happens. There's a damn turtle. There goes the turtle. Right into the grass. That's where my problem's at. Okay. I am fishing in southern Illinois at the Work Pond. Whew, getting tore up by this north wind. I've caught 3, missed 7. But, you know, it is what it wasn't windy at all when I started. It was actually a nice, it was cloudy and overcast, but it wasn't bad out. So yeah, I gotta get a battery. With that weight on there, I'm only gonna pop it a couple times, other than, popping it like 3 or 4 times like you usually would not weightless. Or weightless, you can pop it on top and let it fall. But with the weight being on there, I'm only gonna pop it a couple times. As far as when it falls, I'll pop it on the bottom, let it sit a minute, and then go back to it. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Man, I gotta pull that back. Should have pulled that out whenever I was out there. I heard another fish. Caught 3, missed 7. Been out here for over 2 hours now. Almost 3. Which is insane. With that north wind blowing, we may be done before we want to be. Alright, we're going down here. Oh my God. Okay. And while I'm doing that, let me grab a battery pack. Because you know what? I need one. I always carry 2 with me. Today I only have 1, thank God. But yeah, we'll try this a couple more times. And then if nothing, then I'm going to go back to the... Uh-oh. What happened? To what I was doing. And try it. Where's my battery packs at? Okay, what to do with it? Oh, there it is. I was about to say, oh crap, where'd I put it? I found it. And my screen just went dark, telling me that I need a battery, like right now. So give me a second, I'm hooking everything up. Dear Lord, sweet Jesus, I did. Alright. Hold on, y'all. I'll get it right in a minute. Did I grab it off the kitchen table? That's the question. Like I said, I left early this... Oh, yes, I did. There it is. Give me just a second. We're almost there. Technical issues and difficulties always happen somewhere down the line. I know it's getting a lot of vibration and all that stuff, but we're almost... there. We're back up and running. But yeah, I always carry 2 of these little battery packs with me for that reason. At least y'all got to see some of the clouds. They're still there. Alright, we're up and going again. I'm gonna get this in my pocket and then we'll keep going. So we'll try it for a few minutes. If nothing, then we'll go back to what I was doing. But I always want to try, when someone asks or suggests something. Okay, I know you're seeing a lot of grass. Just give me a second. Okay, we're up. Oh crap, that was a lot of shaking. My bad. That was a lot of shaking. Shake everybody up, make them dizzy. Alright. I have a feeling I'm getting ready to be rained on. Like severely rained on. Thanks for the follow, thanks for the follows, appreciate it. But yeah, I feel I'm getting ready to be severely rained on. Ooh, crap, man, that water is cold. Or not the water, dear Lord. Wind. The wind is cold. And I mean really cold. Okay, so we're at the sandbar. The very tip of it, actually, right now. So I'm going to we'll go with 2 casts right here. And then we're going to switch. And we're just going to see what happens with the other one. And the reason, oh, there's one. Oh, we got one. It works, bud. There you go. your advice and suggestion worked. Damn fish about ripped the rod straight out of my hand. All right, there you go. I gotta give it to you. There it is. Wacky rig with the weight. Okay, I did use a weight. There you go, man. That's what you've been waiting on. Hopefully you're still in here. Thanks for the follows. There you go. See if you're still in. Looking to see. Did you miss it? Anyway, appreciate it. That is number 4 for today. I've missed 7, caught 4 as of right now. I'll get a weight on him, and this one will go back into the water. I weigh all of my fish, by the way. I know it's kind of small, but I like to weigh them. Uh-oh. Man, if he could only gain one more, not even a pound. Well, 1 more pound, he'd be a pound. Yeah, it's cold out here. I'll tell you that right now. It's a little bit chilly with the wind blowing, but it's insane. The last fish that looked like a turtle tore it up, and I can actually get down here and release this one the right way, kind of. Now that we're not on that steep bank like we were earlier. Oh, goodness, it is just so cold. I know I'm complaining and whining, but I should have wore a hoodie or something. I did wear a hoodie, but not a thick enough hoodie. Okay, it's still gonna have to get a toss. I'm gonna have to toss him. Oh, come on now, get in there. There it goes. Okay, I about didn't toss him good enough. I'm in southern Illinois. It was really nice out here earlier, and then I think a front moved through. I wasn't really paying attention to the clouds too much, and when it did, it got cold. But it was 60. It was 62 this morning when I came out at 8 o'clock, and now it feels like it's in the 50s. Let's see, we're wrapped up here. So, thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate it. I'm going to be taking my wife to, where does she want to go? She's wanting to go somewhere and take pictures, you know, a little nature thing and take pictures. She wanted to go on a hike and do all that stuff, and I said, do you realize that snakes are still out? No. I'm not, okay, hold on, we're all twisted up here. I'm not about to get into any kind of situation or altercation with a snake. But she wants to go do some stuff like that. So I said, okay, that's fine. We can do that later. I said, but right now, I'm fishing. So after a while, I'm going to take her to somewhere. I don't know where it is, to tell you the truth. So first fish on a wacky rig with the weight. Okay, I do have the weight on, only because, you know, the wind is blowing as bad as it is. Probably need a smaller weight on, to tell you the truth. But I think so 4th ounce weight, if I were to guess and remember correctly. It's what I use to throw my worms on when I'm curly tail on. That's why the weight I use. Actually, I use a weight just a little bit smaller, and try to come down out in that wind a little bit. Too bad the wind's blowing at me. Anyway, that's what I'm using. Yeah, but there's a little bit of a difference. I can actually, well, you know what? Now that you said that, I've only seen one snake out here in the past 6 years. So, compared to being out in, you know, the forest, doing a nature hike, nah, I've got a couple stories about snakes. so I kind of tend not to go around too many of them. But yeah, you're right. I am out here with snakes right now. Snakes, turtles, and all that stuff. Just I haven't seen a whole lot of them out here because they keep it pretty clean. Other than, well, all summer long I had to stand in weeds up to my neck to fish. All right. No, I caught one. Where were you? I caught one on the wacky rig. I'm at 5'7". No, 4'7". I'm playing. Oh, 4'7". You were there. I looked to see if you were in there too. Oh no, I'm hung on the grass. Oh, that sucked. There we go. Okay, hold on. Now I'm hung on the grass in the other direction. Yeah, snakes don't really bother me when I'm fishing either. Now, if they get a little too close, I'll pack up and move because I am in their spot. They're just trying to find something to eat. When I'm catfishing or something early spring and a snake comes through, I'll kind of move out of their way because I am in their territory. But other than that, yeah, they're actually moving into their hibernation holes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not really that cold. It just a cold, right now. It was 62 this morning at 8 o'clock. So that means it was probably in the 70s or upper 60s all night. So snakes are pretty good in the 60s. It would have to be down in the 30s for about a week straight for the snakes not to be out that good. Thanks for the follow. Yep, I'm at 4'7". Caught the one on a wacky rig. And then, I looked for you and I'm like, still in there. Didn't know if you were still in there or not. Since you suggested it, I was like, well, caught one. And he, yeah. Technically, yeah. Beaver would tear your ass up. Get hit by a beaver tail. Tell me how bad you get bruised. Or how bad it hurts the next day or the day after. Them suckers. They can hurt you. Oh, no, you're fine. I didn't know if you were still in there or not. I looked to see if you were because I caught that one. Yeah, the biggest one is still 1 pound. Number 4 I caught was 0.99. If it would have been just a little bit heavier. Damn, it's raining too, y'all, and that wind is cold coming out north. It would have been a pound. Yeah, if you ever hear a beaver smacking water with its tail, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They have force behind their tails. Don't think they don't. They'll hurt you. They'll put a whipping on you quick. Thanks for the follow. But now I have to find what they're wanting with this wacky rig. Are they wanting me to move fast? I'm pretty sure it's still a slow retrieve. I'm pretty sure. Because like I said, with the water being, or with it still being in the 70s and sometimes 80s here where I'm at, it's just dropped down really cold now because it's raining. Yeah, I do too. I stay away from beavers. I don't mess with them. That's grass. I don't mess. Yeah, you will not catch me messing with a beaver or a snake. Let's see. Yeah, no, I stay away from beavers. I normally stay on top of the bridge. Yeah, so you're out of the way. Well, I can show you. We can actually, here in a few minutes, whenever I get ready to pack up and go home, I'll walk past a beaver hut, and we'll get real close to a beaver hut. And I'll let you see one up close. And when I say up close, I mean like feet from it and hope that the beaver's not home. Yeah, we don't have a lot of, I don't fish a lot of lakes because, and the reason is because I've got ponds so close to me. Most of my lakes are 45 minutes to an hour away. When I've got a pond that's literally 3 miles from my house, I tend to fish the ponds. And then I have a pond right across the street from my house. But that pond is really pressured. A lot of kids go out to the park and fish it. It's a public park pond. They'll go out and fish it, and a lot of older people go out and fish it too. And those fish just don't bite and react the way that you want them to, especially when you're doing a live stream. Raymond, what's up? How's it going, Raymond? It's cold out here today, Raymond. I've caught 4 fish, missed 7. That's about typical, I guess. Throwing a wacky rig right now with the weight on it because the wind's dying down, I think. So. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, I have a couple ponds close to me that I can fish. One across the street, a lot of people fish. And then you have this one, which is my work pond, that nobody fishes. So the fish are kind of like, what is that? I don't know what that is. So you can come out here and pretty much throw anything, and they're going to bite it. Almost, not everything, but almost anything, and they'll bite it. But some of them have gotten smart. Typically I am the only one that fishes a pond that I've ever seen out here in the past year. This year I've seen 6 other people out here fishing other than me. And that's it. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the comments. Y'all are always more than welcome to connect with one another. It is cold out here, y'all. That wind, north wind picked up, northeast wind. Well, I thought that was a fish, but it wasn't. That was grass. A lot of grass down the bottom of this pond. And that's why I'm not throwing anything with the treble hook on it yet. I know people were saying, which I also know at the other pond. So a hard bottom pond, it's got a lot of rock. So on that pond, I will throw crankbaits, rattle traps, and stuff like that. But this one, not yet. Because you see all that grass, I'm just going to do nothing but catch grass. Shit. That wind is killing me. Alright, that's grass. We're going to catch a couple more times and then I'm going to switch back to that other worm. But I'm going to do it with the motor oil color. Someone suggested that also. May have been the same person, I don't know, I can't remember. And we're going to see what happens with it. Now I've caught 3 on a Tequila Sunrise 7-inch curly tail. I've caught 1 on a green watermelon chartreuse, stick bait fishnet wacky rig with a weight. So use a shaky head. Well, I will. Maybe not today because it's getting a little bit cold out here. Plus, I have to take my wife to do some stuff today, so I'm starting now to run on a little bit of a time frame as far as that goes down. But I hear you. Shaky head. I hear you. They're wearing coats. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. But yeah, I'll remember. And we'll try that next time. Which next time will be tomorrow. I always try to fish on my days off. When I can. Now it's not. I'm gonna have to check the weather. I don't think it's supposed to be raining or windy tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I think the sun will be out. It'll be warm in the 70s. See, so the water's not really cooling off yet. See, with it still being in the 70s, that water is still pretty warm. I'll be watching. That's cool. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you coming in and watching. There's a fish. Oh, there's a fish. Fish number 2 on the wacky rig. Every time I say I'm going to switch, I end up catching one. That's 5-7 now. If you don't get away from me. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that right there. 5-7. So we're catching up. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get my pliers on my bag. I think so. I think I'm gonna have to grab my pliers on my bag. He hooked this up. I've got something biting my ankle too. He ain't going nowhere, but I ain't getting that hook out either. So I'm gonna have to get my pliers. He's hooked pretty good. Let's go get the pliers out of the bag. Okay. I put my bag down here. I took it off so I could cast better earlier when I switched up. So we'll get a weight on this one. And I seen him run for it. I didn't know if he was going to bite or not, and I seen him run out of it. Okay, so let's get some pliers out of here. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to have to switch up with what I'm doing. Yep, I'm gonna have all right, I gotta switch up. I'm right-handed. Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying. Okay, we got it. There we go. So we're gonna, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. We're gonna do this one, get a weight on him and send him back. Or her, or she's a little fat. Little fat. See that belly? I don't know if it's going to be a pound or not. We'll see. So my average is changing. It's going up and not down, which I was hoping. Dang, that's the second one that's been like that. They need to have just a couple more. They need to eat a couple more crawdads or a couple more fish or something just to get that extra pound on another one, 0.97. So, okay. The first 2 I caught were small. They were probably under 6 inches or right at 6 inches. The third one I caught was a pound 10. The fourth one I caught, I got up to the bank and he got off the hook. So that one is either technically a catch or it's not. And then this one's number 5 at almost a pound. So, appreciate the likes, all that stuff. I appreciate all the stuff y'all do for me. The comments, the gifts, the likes, the advice. You know, I'll try this one. We'll throw a wacky rig one more time, or a couple more times. But there you go. That's number 4, or that's number 5 actually. Get him down in the water, get him back. Pole over there, should grab my rod and just brought it with me. Of course, it's going to have to be one of these days, and I'm going to put this back, you know. Okay, we're going to have to toss it because that's kind of a... Okay, fish, where you at? Well, hopefully it didn't bury in the mud. Yeah, nope, there it goes. I was saying, hopefully I didn't just bury in the mud. No, it took off. One of these days I'm going to have to come out here and cut that. Where's it at? There it goes right there. There it goes. I thought it took off the first time, but it didn't. I guess it did bury in the mud. Oops. Well, I'm not getting in the mud unless I absolutely have to, because I don't want to get my feet any more wet than what they are. But that's number 2 on a wacky rig with the weight. It's pretty cool. Average is changing. We can just keep the numbers up and not down. If I start missing again, then my numbers are going to go back down. Okay, so we're going to adjust this just a little bit. And I'm fishing this, weed this to y'all. I'll show you how I've got it pretty much weedless because the bottom is just so grassy. My wife just texted me, so we're going to have to be ending this here in a little bit. She texted me and asked me if I was coming, so we'll give it a couple more times. She'll probably call in a minute. If she does, then if I don't come back, then that means I had to go. Oh, that mud is slicker than woo. Okay, a couple more casts, y'all, and then like I said, I was going to end at 10 anyway, and it's after 10. Damn, it's 11:23. Time started flying quickly. I didn't realize it was that late. Now I understand why she said, "Are you coming?" I left a note saying I'd be fishing until 10. Wow, now I know what's going on. But anyway, I'll be out here again tomorrow, as long as it's not extremely raining, pouring down raining, or extremely windy. I mean, it can be windy and I'll still come out here, and we'll figure out what I'm going to fish tomorrow. Whether it be a worm, which, like I said, the water's still warming up during the day. I mean, just because it's dropping down cold at night, the water's still warming up back into the 70s throughout the day. 60s, upper 60s, lower 70s and stuff like that. So the fish have not really came up to the top yet. They will. They have not came up yet. Not like I'd like for them to. So caught 5, missed 7, won't be here for what? I'll give it another, I don't know. At 11:30, I will have to end this live stream and go home. So there's only a few minutes left, so hopefully we can get one more before then. And then I'll be live again tomorrow too. I mean, it'll give me something to do. I don't think I have anything major that I have to do tomorrow, so tomorrow I can be out here as long as I want. Oh, wait. Well, I'll have my wife drop me off out here. I don't care. She can drop me off and let me stay out here all day as long as she packs me a sandwich. Yeah, that's the thing. If I come out here and start catching bluegill, I'm pretty sure that they're biting right now. But bass, I mean, I've caught 4 today. Or no, wait, 4 or 5, somewhere in there. Maybe 5 now. I think it's 5. I can't remember. But I've caught 5 and missed 7. In fact, I know it's 5. Caught 2 over there and 1 there. Yep, it's 5. Yep, 5, 7. Caught 5, missed 7. Caught 2 on the wacky rig. Caught the other 5 on a tequila sunrise curly tail, which I've used that bait all year long. I've talked about it, well, not all year long, all summer and early fall. So I've talked about that bait all year long. I took time off. I fished the spring. I took time off because it got so hot, man. I can't do the hot anymore. The older I get, when it gets 115, 100, or 112, 110 degrees outside, I can't do it because of health issues. So I had to stop fishing while it was that hot. And as soon as it cooled off, I was right back out here. Caught 7 caught 7 bass yesterday at the lake, or at the pond, and let me stop and reread that. Sorry. Caught 7 bass yesterday at the pond and 1 at the lake. That's cool. And we're up at 7K likes. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. I've been so busy fishing, I didn't even realize that it was number one, I didn't realize it was 11:30. Number two, I didn't realize that we were up to 7K likes. Number four, I appreciate y'all being in here, hanging out with me. I'll go live tomorrow too and do some fishing. Now, like I said, when winter hits and it gets too cold, I'm going to be going live from inside the house, from the computer. Maybe some of you have seen me do it already, some maybe not. We can open boxes. Y'all can come up here when that'd be the time where we actually start to get to know each other a little bit better. If y'all want, that's perfectly fine. If y'all fish through the winter and want to come up and fish on the box, that's fine too. But typically while I'm out here fishing, I don't open boxes, and I did last time only because the fish really weren't biting that much, and I was at a smaller pond, so I didn't really have to worry about too much. But at this pond, there are big bass in here. There are huge bass in here. My personal best out of here is 7.5, but there's bigger ones than that in here. And I know that for a fact. I've had bass snap a 15-pound or 12-pound test line like it was nothing. Either they turned sideways or it was really heavy. But when you hook a bass and you feel that massive head shake, you automatically know that that's a huge bass and that you're in for a fight. And those are the fun ones. Whether it comes out to be a pound or 3 pounds or whatever, they're fun to catch. And I do catch bluegill, and I do a little bit of catfishing, but not nearly as much as I do bass fishing. I've bass fished for the past going on 12 years now, and 9 out of this pond for 12. I only fished this pond for 8, going on 8 this year, January 28th or somewhere. But we're gonna catch it. What time is it? I've got like a few more minutes left, and then I'm gonna have to go because I have got to do some stuff with my wife today. She's off work today, and I am too. That's the only reason I'm out here. And she didn't want to go fishing, so I said okay. Which bass fishing with my wife has probably been I missed that one. Well, no, I didn't. That wasn't a fish. Never mind. Don't count that one as a miss because that one was not a miss. That was a piece of grass I hung up on, and I know it was because I seen it. But yeah, let's see. So I've caught 5 today. Whenever I started today, I was at 73 for 9 weeks. So 5. So I'm at 78 for 9 weeks. All of those except for maybe 8 of them, I caught on Tequila Sunrise curly tail that Barkley makes, 7-inch. The rest of them I've caught on either this curly tail, or sorry, I say curly tail all year long, wacky rig, or some rattle traps at the small pond. But yeah, I'm gonna have to cut loose here in a second. I really hate to have to do it, but I told my wife we'd go and do some stuff, and when she texts me and say, "Are you coming?" Then that means it's time for me to come home. So one more cast, John, and I'm gonna have to jump. Hopefully I hook a big one with this last cast. If not, I'll be live again tomorrow. I'll schedule it. The schedule will be on my main page. If y'all want to register for it, that's fine. That way I can see y'all coming. If not, then y'all just pop in, hang out. You're more than welcome always to do so. And if anyone ever wants to come up on the panel and hang out with me, you're more than welcome to. The only thing I do ask is that you don't tell me that you ask. And there's a fish. Oh, remember when I was talking about the big ones? The last fish? Oh, he's not big, but he's not little either. There we go. Third one on the wacky rig for today. Oh, he's going to get me in the grass. Don't get me in the grass now. We got to get out of there. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Got me in the grass. See, that's what I'm talking about. I have no way to get him out of there either. That's why I don't. We got to get that fish out of there. Let's see. I'm going to have to get down that mud with my net. But my net's over there. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to see some real stuff right here. I'm going to let my slack out on this line. Hopefully that fish don't do nothing crazy and break my pole off in there. Now I'm going to wrap my line on my rod. I'm going to adjust it right here so that line doesn't lose tension. See how I did that? It's that pole and that stump right there. And I'm going to run and get my net. so I can get down there and hopefully get that fish loose. Now, if it breaks the line before I get there, then that's fine. But that's going to be fish number 6 for today. Caught 6, lost 7. That's actually not a bad day. Where'd it go? It's still there. Okay, so we got to get down there to that fish. I don't want to break my rod either. So in that grass, is a fish. And it's hung up in there pretty good. So I'm going to have to get down in there. What am I tripping over? All right, appreciate the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad you found me too. You know, we're going to do a lot of fishing this year. And then next year, we're going to start up and do it again. Appreciate you coming in. We're going to try to get this fish out of this grass without breaking off is what I'm going to try to do. I got to get down there first. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can do it without the headache, but I can't. And I already know that this mud is slick. So if I fall, I fall, but I'm not. No, it is what it is. It's a small fish, and I'm not getting in that mud. That mud I'm going to sink. Are you serious right now? And the fish can't move, so it can't fight its way out. Okay, there it goes. Good deal. I just hung up. What the hell am I hung up on? Okay, let's see if it can. The last one, and of course, I can't pull on it. No, I can't pull on it. I can't get down in that mud either. Oh, and I'm so short. I'm short from where I need to be. Sorry about the ground, but I'm trying to get this fish free from this. Nope. And it's upside down too, so it can't swim. Damn it. Come on, fish. Turn. Do something. I'm hooked on grass is what it is. And now I'm waiting to see if it can fight its way out of there. Don't sit there, dummy. Swim. Come on, swim, fish. That's mud. I can't get down in that, I don't think. I'm about to find out. I said, if I fall, I guess. Screw it. Please don't sink. Oh, hell no, I'm going to sink. I ain't trying to sink in that mud. Yeah, I foul hooked it. In the side. It chased it and hooked. See, my problem is my net's not long enough to get to it. See, because there's the head. And that's the second fish I've foul hooked today, too. Okay, maybe right then it did it. Come on, fish, turn. Oh, come on. Killing me here, Smalls. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm trying. My net is so I got it. Oh, son of a gun. I worked for that one. Worked for that one. Holy crap. Now I gotta make sure it don't hook me. Because he's wore out though. I'll tell you that right now. One more look at the ground. Oh, and we got it. Whew. Sheesh. Oh. Right in the stomach. It is. I don't know how that happened. It must have missed the bait. And let me catch my breath. The fish is wore out, and so am I. It missed the bait, and when it did, hurt itself in the stomach. Let me go up here and get out of this mud. That's the last one for today, though, y'all. Shit. Sorry about the cussing, but well, you know, most of us are grown, hopefully. We gotta get out of this grass without busting my butt in the. There it goes. Listen, it don't get no realer than that. I'm telling you right now. I'm on a steep bank. So, man down. But I'm good. I'm all right. It's all fun. And it don't get no realer than that. I'll tell you that right now. It's a steep bank. Woo, shoosh. We're up. That's the third time I have fell on a live stream. Oh no, I've got this camera strapped to me really good. I might show a screenshot. I thought the camera was hell, I thought I was going in the water. Listen, that water's not very warm right now. But number 5, the last one had to be the most entertaining. So appreciate y'all. We'll get a weight. I'll catch my breath, and then I gotta go home. It's been a fun day. It's been a good day. 6 to 7, and there you go. Both hands are right here. One hand, 2 hand, a pound 8. Get you some CrossFit cleats. You know what? What it is I got tangled up in the grass, and I'll show you. But yeah, I can do that too. Almost caught up. Yeah, I know when it's time to go home too. I can't waste any more time. Well, you know what? We'll try. If my phone rings and my wife calls, definitely I have to go home. But she knows that I'm fishing, and I think she has me on TikTok. I'm not sure if she does or not. But yeah, I'll get me some CrossFit cleats. But see what it is, I got tangled up in the grass down there, and when I did, I fell. Which I only live 3 minutes from here, so we'll try for one more. And plus, it's muddy as crap. And if I would have fell the other direction, I'd been dead right now. And this is why. You see that spike? That's a tree with the spike that that beaver bit off. One of these days I need to come out here and do something with it. I'm gonna put this fish back. Alright, fish is good. But there's a spike tree right here. If I would have fell on that, it'd been over and done. That's why I'm glad I fell this way. Now, over here, there's one too. But I missed it. But I'm pulling it out of the ground right now before I do anything else. Because that was too close for me. So, if I would have been about another inch over, that would have went through me. That was sticking out of the ground. That would have went through me. I seen it when I was falling. I would have had a bad issue. Here's another one. That one would have just hurt, I think. But yeah, the beaver went and chewed some trees down. That one, I'm going to take out before long. Because if I fall on that one, I'm done. There won't be another live stream for me probably ever again. Because, number one, I wouldn't make it to my car. And the reason is because I take blood thinner. And, you know, I'm 45 years old and I had some problems with blood clots and stuff 5 years ago. Anyway, ended up on blood thinner. And if that ever were to happen, I would have been done. I wouldn't have made it to the car. I would have laid out here and bled out. And that's just the truth. I mean, that's not being fake or real or anything like that. No, it is. You know, that's just the truth. So don't take that any way, shape, or form wrong. That's just the way it would have happened. Yeah, it is. But if I would have fell on that stick, I wouldn't be laughing right now. So we'll do because I would have been in trouble. But yeah, I like to do, to go fishing and stuff like that. But I moved the spike that way. I just had to come out here one day and take that one out. I have to remember to do it. So we're gonna do a couple more. What in the heck? How did that happen? Huh. Okay, well, we're gonna attempt to. If this doesn't work, then I will be done for today. Oh yeah, we're done. That's what I thought. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Huh. Okay. Yeah, well, if I don't get this, nope, we're done. Y'all, we're gonna have to be done for today. I've got a major bird nest in here that I'm gonna have to cut out. Plus, I need to go home and spend time with my wife since I told her we were gonna go and do some stuff today. And then I'll be out here again tomorrow. I have to go home and I'll have to cut this out of here. Somehow I ended up with the knot. Yeah, I caught 5. And lost 7. So as I was starting to catch up with my down streak, I've ended up getting a knot in my line. I've been out here since 8 o'clock this morning though, so it's time to go home and hang out with my wife since she's off work today, and then tomorrow I'll be live again because I'm off work tomorrow too. Sometime. Will it be in the morning? Hopefully it will be in the morning before my wife gets paid and goes and tries to do all the bills and stuff like that. If not, then I'll try to be live tomorrow night. If I don't show up live fishing, then I'll try to go live from my, well, I won't try to do anything. I will go live from the house. And just hang out or whatever. But not too bad of a day. Had a good fall. Like I said, I have fell I don't know how many times on these live streams, which is typical, when you're out here in the weeds and stuff like that. It happens. If you fall, you'll fall. I mean, what else can I say about it? Just get up and keep going. Okay, so we're gonna walk over to the beaver dam, beaver hut, beaver dam, whatever you want to call it, and I'll let y'all see how close I can get to it, because there is a huge beaver. Now, if the beaver's in there, we'll go the other way, of course, but I'm pretty sure that is not. We got up to 10K likes. I appreciate y'all for doing that. Appreciate y'all coming in, hanging out, watching me fish, listening to me ramble on as I try to catch a fish. Thanks for the advice, the techniques, the comments, the gifts, the follows, and just being up in here. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll try to do this again tomorrow. We're going to walk over here to this beaver hut, see if it's still there. Now, this beaver chewed down all of the trees last year, all of them that are around the pond, and it's insane. We're going to walk all the way to this back side of this pond. That's where I'm at now, actually. So the sandbar, while I'm walking through here, I'll show you. The sandbar runs from right here where the tip of my rod's at, through that grass and up to about right there, and then out, and then it's a straight drop and then flat. And as you can see, this is a huge pond. We were right there where the tip of my rod's at right now. That's where we were at, right there. But anyway, there were trees as I'm walking back to the house. I'll show you real quick. Trees everywhere. I don't know how well you can see them or not, but there's a beaver hut right over here in this walkway between another pond. Now, the big pond I have permission to fish, but the little pond that's going to be on the right, I don't. So I can't ever fish that one because I don't have permission to fish it, because it belongs to the bowling alley instead of where I work at. But anyway, we'll get over here, see if it's here. It may not be here anymore. The beaver hut may have moved. They may have tore it down, because I know that the maintenance guys here where I work, they keep tearing it down, and the beaver just keeps rebuilding because they don't care. It's trying to survive. So anyway, this small pond I can't fish. The bigger pond, I always fish right here where all this grass is at. That's where I usually bluegill fish at, but not right now. Muskrats probably next year. We'll have this corroded and broke. The beaver chewed down that tree, of course, and then, like I said, every tree around here. So the beaver hut and all of those trees over there too is right over. Actually, I can get in here and fish a little bit now that the grass is. Where's it at? Right there. There's the beaver hut. That's where that beaver's staying at now. Built him a new one, and literally my foot's right here. So that's how close I am to it. Hopefully he don't come out all crazy acting. But there's one there. That's a new one. Okay, that one's this year. And then there's another one. So there may be actually two beavers here now. I don't know. There used to only be one. But if you're going around here, you have to be careful because there may actually be a beaver in this one. I don't know. That water looks awful clear. Let's see if we can look. I don't know if you can see how clear that water. No, you can't really see it. Anyway, that water is really clear. That's what that grass is good for, is to filter that water out and make it clear again. Because in the summer, this water gets dirty. But then, early fall, winter, spring, it's nice and clear and looks good and everything. But here's another beaver dam, or hut, right there. That's the old one, but they're trying to rebuild back onto it, so I don't know what's going on with that mess. But yeah, you're not getting rid of beavers that easy. That's how they destroyed everything. Everything's destroyed as far as the trees go. The beavers done that. People didn't do that, beavers did. So they're in here for good. They're gonna live here from now on. Oh, what the heck that is? I can't get it out either. It looks like a white tote, like a bunch of trash over on this side. I wonder if it blew from the work trash can or something. Huh, that's kind of strange. Anyway, clouds have kind of went away. Hopefully the sun will come out. If I can get out here tomorrow or this afternoon, I will, but that's kind of iffy. Depends on what my wife says. I have a lot. I don't have a lot of stuff to do today. I have to spend some. Well, I don't have to. I'm going to spend some time with her this afternoon, and we're gonna go do some pictures or something. I don't know what we're doing. And then I got to go over and see my mom, check on her, and then we'll go from there. But it is what it is. It is so cold. Well, it's not cold out here right now, but it will be later. Cattail. We used to eat, when we go do crazy stuff when we're out in the country. When we were kids, you always break a cattail off, put it in your mouth, the stem of it. You always thought you were somebody then, if you had a cattail hanging out of your mouth. Not anymore. But yeah, she texted me like an hour ago. I don't know if she ever texted me back and said, "Hey, are you coming?" I don't know. Let's see. 7,000 views, 60 new followers. Appreciate y'all. My feet got wet somehow. Got 60 new followers and over 7,000 views on this live today. Appreciate y'all for doing that. We may get, I think we're at 7,992 actually. Oh no, I'm wrong. 7,628. I appreciate y'all for coming in, listening to me ramble on. Catch a few fish. I caught a couple that were nice size. I lost 5. I caught 5 and lost 7. So I can't complain about the day at all. Cost 2 over a pound. 1 I'm not sure of because it got off at the bank. to, I'm gonna say right around 6 inches or so. So I think that adds up to 5. But it's a little bit chilly out here today. I didn't think it was gonna be that chilly myself. Why did I lose so many? Operator error. It's not the fish that messed up. Well, it may have been on a couple of them. I think a couple of them were, did a little bit of short striking and just bit at the tail and not the hook, and didn't take the bait all the way. But I also know sorry, my wife called. I had to answer it. Anyway, but I also know that I messed up and missed a few of them while I was fishing too. So, it's both. But more operator error than anything. So, I mean, I could have made it up probably and caught 2 more before the day was over. But like I said, I have to get some other stuff done. So, I'll go up on the dock and let y'all see how big this pond actually is. We'll do a quick fan and let you see how big the pond really is from like a raised air platform, I guess. That pond's really low. Wow, that's low. That's insane. Can you see how? No, you can't. That's how low the pond is right now. It's crazy. It's just, we've had no rain since yesterday. Yesterday it rained all day and it rained all night, I think. But other than that, there's a sinkhole. That's been there forever. But here, I'll put my rod down and we'll walk up on the dock and I'll let y'all see how big the pond actually is. Ouch, there's a hook in my finger. Okay. So the entire pond, they were out here fishing yesterday, catching bass off the dock. That's why that grass is there. They just threw the grass up, which is good. I'd rather them throw the grass up here than throw it back down there. Anyway, the pond, starting at what I call the front of it, is right there. Comes through, of course, and then all the way back to where we were. We were way back there. All around, I fished this whole side over here, all the way up, and then into that point right there. So I fished that pond pretty good. It takes me 6.5 hours total to fish that whole pond. It is not a little pond. Like I said, it takes 6.5 hours to fish it. But yeah, the 7 I missed was operator error. I either couldn't get the hook set fast enough, or I was talking too much and I couldn't get it done, period. So that's where I messed up at. But 5 to 7 is, not too bad. I could, like I said, I could probably stop for 10 minutes and try, but like I said, my wife wants me to come home so we can go do what we're going to do. So I'm going to say with that, and look at the pond from the other side, because this is all the pond that I fished. I fished the whole bank in here too. But I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have fun, have a good day. Happy Halloween to all of those that are out there. God bless, be safe, love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.